Here we go again for the final time in 2023. We're getting you all warmed up for the last UFC event of the year on the official UFC 296 weigh-in show. It's all going down right here in Las Vegas. 2 title fights, and there are a plethora of intriguing matchups sprinkled throughout. Here's a live look at the weigh-in stage where 24 fighters set to weigh in over the next 90 minutes or so. We will be there every step of the way, which means you will be too. Happy holidays. Fitzy is in the building with his Christmas sweater, providing the holiday spirit and Christmas tunes, and there is no doubt that is the most handsome outfit we will see today, because we didn't even get dressed today. We're all wearing our Christmas jammies.
Right out of bed.
Laura Sanka, former champ Chris Weidman, Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier. I'm Dan Helly. You're looking good.
I'm like the little 7-year-old DC. Is Santa coming?
Oh, you're the Grinch. You're the Grinch. What are you doing?
Santa coming? Because I'm the Grinch and I'm gonna kick his ass.
Well, the best part of your PJs are your bottoms, dude. You got,
you see 'em?
yeah, it just looks like a T-shirt on
Those
top.
look super comfortable.
It's a big green ass.
It is.
It's a big green ass. I like that.
It is a big green ass. We're all.
You guys should have let me sing to Fitzy's song.
No. You want to go?
No, actually.
He could sing. He could
Whenever
definitely sing.
I tell him.
That should be a YouTube segment.
I
you
can
do.
sing.
All right. Well, we'll have plenty of time to enjoy our PJs today. Just getting word that Brandon Royval is ready to weigh in.
Wow.
The other title fights are on deck. So they're not here yet, but he's been ready. He's here. He's ready to go. UFC 296, the final fight card of the year, is going to be outstanding. Let's take a look at what's getting ready to go down on UFC Fight Pass and ESPN Plus. Getting started with a couple of heavyweights, Martin Boudet and Shamil Gaziev in the curtain jerker. Then it's the veteran Andre Fili taking on the youngster Lucas Almeida. Tagir Ilan Baykov looking to hold off 15th ranked Cody Durden, who's won 4 in a row. Then on the prelims on ESPN2 and ESPN Plus, a fun flyweight matchup between Casey O'Neill and Ariane Lipski. Former bantamweight champ Cody Garbrandt facing a stiff test in Brian Kelleher. A top 10 women's bantamweight showdown between Irene Aldana and Carol Hossa. And then in the featured prelim, top 15 light heavyweights Alonzo Menafield and Dustin Jacoby. How about the main card? It is absolutely stacked. Bryce Mitchell, Josh Emmett kicking things off. Mitchell taking this one on 2 weeks' notice against a very dangerous man. Paddy the Batty, back from ankle surgery, facing the legend Tony Ferguson, who's all amped up after he's been training with David Goggins. Then it's number 5 versus number 6 in the welterweight division. Shavkat Rakhmonov is a beast, 17-0. All finishes, taking on Wonder Boy, who's back for the first time in a year. And then in the co-main event, Alexandre Pantoja defending his flyweight title for the first time in a rematch against Brandon Royval. The main event, Leon Edwards and Colby Covington. Covington back in the octagon for the first time in a year and a half. And there is no love lost between these two men. All right, let's bring in the voice of the UFC, John Anik, kind enough to join us here now before he gets this weigh-in going. John, looking stellar as always, my friend. Let's talk about this main event for a minute. Obviously, the press conference was a little wild yesterday, but in terms of Leon, this is the most confident I've seen him. Would you agree? He just, all week long, just uber.
Well, I think when you beat Kamaru Usman twice, there's a lot of accompanying confidence that comes with that. But I think a lot of his confidence is rooted in just the physical and cardiovascular shape that he is in. We asked Leon Edwards how he is doing in terms of his relative shape compared to March against Kamaru Usman. And he said, you know, pretty factually, like, I'm in better shape now because I understand the magnitude of this challenge and the pace that potentially Colby Covington could set if we do hit those championship rounds. Press conference was fascinating. You know, if Colby Covington's goal was to occupy some space in the head of Leon Edwards, I think mission accomplished, right? Edwards and his team were absolutely seething. Now, does that bear fruit Saturday night? Only time will tell.
Yeah, almost a page out of the Conor McGregor playbook there, I think, for Colby Covington. All right, Alexandre Pantoja and Brandon Royval. This is a rematch. I know you talked to both of these guys. What stood out when you talked to these two?
Well, I will tell you, our great UFC embedded producer, Kid Ron Cannon, suggested to me that Brandon Royval ran 10 miles at a 6.5-minute clip earlier this week and was barely even sweating at the end of it. So in terms of him being in the shape of his life, certainly he is that. I think Pantoja is absolutely forged by that American Top Team training room and certainly coming in here with the confidence now as the undisputed UFC champion. This is bulletproof matchmaking. And I think even though Brandon Royval has preached patience all week, I think he's the most electric fighter in mixed martial arts, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's at his offensive best here Saturday night.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that fight. Bryce Mitchell taking his fight against Josh Emmett on short notice. When you talk to Bryce, he accepted the fight while he was on a ladder, carrying tools. I mean, that's what you'd expect from Bryce Mitchell. But 2 weeks for a fight of this caliber on this type of card, not a long time to get ready. And he hasn't been doing a lot of training, right? He's not a guy like Colby who's always fight ready, right? He's doing his farm work.
Yeah, no, just bales of hay and doing construction and shooting deer, but I do think he is in good shape in terms of his physical and his cardiovascular, even if he wasn't doing any mixed martial arts training. But that was as light as Bryce Mitchell has ever been in our fighter meeting. It was almost like there was no weight from the training camp. He's had a lot of health issues that were not omnipresent this week. And got to give Josh Emmett credit as well. It's been a huge 2023 for him. He's stepping up, obviously fighting a grappler here in Bryce Mitchell when he was supposed to fight a striker in Giga Chikadze. I'm just glad those guys got added to pay-per-view. They're two world-class featherweights who both could be UFC champion down the line.
All right. You have work to do, my friend. Thank you for joining us. John Anik with us on the official UFC 296 weigh-in show. What, do you got a T-shirt on?
No, Anik sent me this T-shirt.
Oh, Ray
I
Longo.
wanted him to see it, but I don't know if he could see it.
Well, he left already, bro.
So thank you.
His
thank you,
obligation's
Anik.
done.
Let me stand up. Hang on. We got to zoom in. This is for Longo. You got Longo's face. From basically, he was in the movie Goodfellas.
I think, like, I promise you, when I
How
say
awesome is that?
I think, woke up this morning, right? Like the first thing is like you're thinking of Sopranos when you look at Longo. Look at Longo.
He's the man. How awesome is that? That is good.
Look
That
at
is
this
good.
guy's face.
Anik and Florian podcast.
Awesome or not what Colby did at yesterday's press conference? Because it really is. It's all mental warfare with him. I saw that. I thought immediately.
There he is.
Immediately.
Anik, you're allowed to walk on the set.
Come on out and say
Come
hi,
on,
buddy.
be our guest.
Yeah, see?
We got an extra
There
seat for
he
you
is.
right here.
There he is.
Yeah.
Come here.
Hey,
Hey,
so you get,
come on,
attention.
man. Thank you, bro.
man.
Thank you so much for
man.
that.
Happy holidays.
You
Happy
too, buddy.
holidays.
Happy holidays, my guy.
This was an Anik and Florian mug, you know?
My man. Yes, take care. Thank
All right,
you.
good times. All right, mental warfare with Fitz playing music in the background.
Keep it going.
Everybody's
Mental
involved.
warfare.
Do you like it or do you not like it? Was it mission accomplished for Colby?
Sure
Covington?
seems
Because
like it.
Yeah.
Leon was pretty fired up.
We're listening to Christmas music as we're talking about someone's dead father. I mean, it is really as low as you could go, and it kind of sets a bar. Like, are there any lines that you can't cross? Because this is as bad as it gets.
It's as bad as it gets. But here's my thing, right? Colby Covington is known to poke and prod, and something is going to stick. He wants these guys so upset and mad at him that he'll continue to throw stuff at the wall, hoping that something sticks. It sounds like now, after those reactions, that it worked. And if there was more interactions, he would go back to that. Because as John said, Leon and his entire team were seething. That's a word that you only use when someone's really, really mad. Like they want to do nothing more than all jump on Colby Covington.
Yeah.
So he feels like it's mission accomplished. I don't know that. I don't know that Leon Edwards could really calm his reaction at all after what he said.
Let me ask you, because you've dealt with this before with John Jones.
Never did it.
Is it mission accomplished?
I wouldn't have done it.
You've never gone that low.
When Jones's mom passed away, I wrote him a message telling him how sorry I was.
No, but I felt like he said things to you that were
But we
below
never
the belt.
went that low. We talked about each other's wives a little bit, but that ain't much. Like, it ain't talking about somebody that died.
I think
Somebody passed away, right? Like,
Right.
I
Yeah.
think it was mission accomplished for sure, right? I don't think he should have done it. I think it's both. He
I think that
absolutely
you and
crossed the
Chris
line.
actually think that he was right in doing it.
No,
You
I
were
don't.
just basically saying he was right.
I didn't say he was right in doing it.
You
I
did,
said that
you did.
he got what he
You said
wanted
mission
out of
He
it.
did it,
accomplished.
but he absolutely crossed
He
the
got what he
line. But
wanted
he
out
did
of
get
it.
what he wanted. And to, the reason why he would do that, when you're a guy like Colby who pushes a pace, you want your opponent to fight outside
Emotional.
themselves. You want them to try to match your pace and try to like have that frantic moment and wear him out. So it is very tactical in terms of the fight itself. It's not just to mind F people.
You know what's crazy? Because obviously the goal for Colby Covington was to get into his head and make it personal.
Yeah.
And Leon Edwards, in every interview, they would ask him, is this personal? He's like, no, absolutely not. He doesn't want
it.
But they asked him again, even after this, is it personal? No. But at the end of the day, you've seen the anger on this dude's face.
Yeah.
Dude.
He did not want to leave that presser without punching this dude in the mouth.
I thought they were going to strap in the back. And he's actually so steamed up about it that he's not going to do media.
And Leon's a very reserved guy.
He was supposed to be
like Leon's
supposed
a
to be
very
guest
reserved, nice dude.
Right.
So for him to be feeling like that tells you what he's feeling right now.
He had to be calmed down in the back before he could come out for the stare down.
Yeah, I mean, listen, his whole entire life probably has gone by, and no one's ever said anything to him like that before. That's like as low as he can possibly go.
Hey, real quick before we get started, DC, can you give the belt back to Weidman since he is?
You know what he's doing? He's texting under the belt like he's slick. Yo, this guy. Merry Christmas, the Grinch.
Win?
Can we focus
Come on,
on
yeah,
Brandon
don't steal my
Royval,
belt.
please?
What do you got,
Brandon
Senko?
Royval, first championship opportunity for him, and he is an absolute wild man. But when you hear him talk this week, and we watch his last couple of fights, he seems very determined to go out there and make a little bit better decisions. And he's the type of guy who's got the cardio,
124 and a half,
danger
the official
on the ground,
weight for
the length
Brandon
on the feet,
Royval.
to be able to really give you some problems if he can pull it back just a little bit, kind of like the way Justin Gaethje did when he made those adjustments.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that, Chris?
I'm
All right, next
intrigued
athlete
with what
to
you're
the
saying.
stage.
I thought that was like a
competing in
circus.
No, I was
flyweight
looking at you
live
like,
on
no, I
ESPN2,
agree.
the
That dude
Queen
is
of
so
Violence,
talented. He's so
Ariane
long and
Lipsky.
rangy. He's good everywhere.
He is.
I mean, he was going for heel hooks on Pantoja the last time they
That's the
fought,
thing,
and
like,
kind of gets
he's a
himself
very
in trouble a
tricky
little bit.
style.
Ariane Lipsky is one of the better fighters in this division. I feel like she's in a great situation right now, fighting against Casey O'Neill when Casey O'Neill's coming off of her first loss. She's a tremendous striker.
126, the official weight for
126 for
Ariane
Ariane Lipsky. And since she said she moved to Amanda's gym for privacy, she feels like she's only improved. She's looked good in her recent appearances. Let's see how she does against a fighter coming off her first loss.
Speaking of privacy, a lot of people, like Ian Gary, cameras in the gym all the time.
Yeah, well
we
not in
can't talk
Amanda's
about it
gym.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, Carol Hossa stepping to the stage and on the scale. Coming off a split decision win in July over Yana Santos. She's kind of alternated wins and losses the last 2 years after starting her career with 4 straight wins. So if she can string together
135.5 for Carol Hossa.
back-to-back wins for the first time since 2021, that would be an awesome way to go into the new year. She is a +160
All right, next fighter to the stage,
to
competing in a featured bout live on pay-per-view in the welterweight division, the number 5 ranked contender, the undefeated Shavkat Rakhmonov.
There he is, Shavkat Rakhmonov. Salamyetsizbek, Kazakhstan.
Wait, you're not speaking now?
Well, give me a second. Salamyetsizbek, Kazakhstan, Alha.
Wow.
Shavkat.
Is that a try
171, the
hard?
official weight for
that is a little
Shavkat Rakhmonov.
yeah.
She's
that what a
speaking.
try?
I'm speaking to the people, okay?
She's trying to get the whole country on
Yeah.
board.
Jeez Louise.
All right, next fighter to
Kazakhstan,
the
Alha.
scale,
She
competing in a
speaks.
featherweight
Hey, I better
division,
see a lot of
Lucas
Kazakhstan
Almeida.
flags on her comments on Instagram.
Oh, it's coming.
They
They,
gotta be
no,
thousands.
they will have him.
Here is Lucas Almeida making his 3rd walk into the UFC octagon on Saturday. The 32-year-old Brazilian, a Dana White Contender Series alum. He's one of those guys that actually lost on the show,
146,
went
the official weight for
back
Lucas
and won a
Almeida.
fight, and then eventually earned the UFC contract, won his debut,
Next
then
fighter
got
to the
submitted by Pat
stage is his
Sabatini this summer.
opponent, Andre
He's had a
Fili.
lot of guys cancel fights on him, so he's had an interesting scheduling.
Andre Fili, I'm fighting out of Sacramento, California. DC, Weidman, you ready to see the best lat drop in the UFC? It's coming, baby.
Well, he's been saying that. He says a lateral drop. He
Oh,
said he's
lateral
gonna-
drop.
Yeah. he's
Okay.
Now, are we talking side lateral drop? You know the
You gotta
side
take it
lateral
over the
drop?
back.
Where
Yeah,
you
you gotta take it
got to go
in.
over the shoulder a little bit.
Right.
You know, like,
Dangerous.
like an old
for
school lateral
Andre
drop,
Fili.
you need someone to be really pushing into you for you to really launch that. Am I right,
All right,
DC?
next fighter
You gotta
to
Do you
get
remember how to wrestle?
I do.
All
I'm
right,
really
I'm
good
just-
at it,
I
too.
just want to make sure.
I could pick you.
I brought my kids to a national tournament.
How many
the other
people
day.
have tried to
That's-
lat drop in the
I'm all in.
UFC and just
I've hit
ended
a
up
few.
right on their back?
I've hit a
No,
few.
you do it well though.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
I hit
saying,
a
like,
few. Don't
people
even
try to
know.
I hit a
Actually,
belly-to-belly
that's
suplex, which kind of looks like it, and it was all right.
Alonzo
Alonzo Menafield, Dana White Contender Series contract winner. He's on a 4-fight win streak right now. Let's see what his weight is. 4-fight unbeaten streak, excuse me.
He's got
So
a
he
204
fought-
and a
he
half, the
fought
official
Jimmy-
weight for Alonzo Menafield.
We're good? Did he make weight?
He did.
Okay, he looks kind of like upset.
No, it's just how he looks, bro.
So
He fought Jimmy Crute his last 2 fights. Yes.
1 to a draw, and then he finished him.
Now number
He's looking
6
good.
in the world, Josh Emmett.
Here's Josh Emmett. This is going to be a fun fight.
Josh Emmett was supposed to fight in another high-profile fight, but you know what's crazy about Josh Emmett, guys? I have one of his friends.
146, the official weight for
146 for
Emmett.
Josh. His son wrestles in my program. The boy and the dad are coming this weekend because they don't know if Josh is starting to near the end of his career. He's one of his college wrestling teammates. He wants to make sure he's here in case Josh decides to hang it up.
Ooh.
I'm not ready for him to hang it up yet, but that's just a thing.
That's nice to know.
Yeah, that's kind of pulling the curtain
That's
back.
good research.
Yeah, you see that?
That's good research.
We've got Casey O'Neill here. She's had a lot of issues with injuries.
125, the official
However, we
weight
got to
for
remember that this
Casey
woman at one
O'Neill.
point was 9-0. She's an absolute savage when it comes to the grappling. When it
All right,
comes
next
to the
man
ground
to
and
the
pound,
stage,
I'm so
one of the
excited
stars
to
of the
see her
show,
back
competing
and
live on
healthy and ready to
pay-per-view
get
in the
after it
lightweight
again.
division, Paddy the Paddy Pimblett.
Talking to Paddy Pimblett this week, I spoke to him a couple times and just finding his mindset, right? This guy's been away for a while, but he has taken this time to really look within himself to try to fix some of the mistakes he's made. One of the things he said,
155.5, the official weight for
155 and a half.
Paddy
He goes, I'll
Pimblett.
never talk about a fight in the octagon again that goes to decision. He goes, because once I went back and watched, he goes, it was much closer than I thought. I won, but it was much closer, and that's probably why I got so much kickback from the fans.
Brian Kelleher fighting out of Long Island, New York. Hey, Chris Weidman, you still getting flipped off over there with traffic in North Carolina, or are the drivers a little bit more calm?
Hey, I'll tell you, people are nice down south. It's just way more laid back. Yeah, there's nobody honking the horn behind me.
Next fighter
I
to
never
the
use the horn
stage,
anymore. It's
weighing
crazy.
in
And
as a
no birds.
backup
Not
for
one time have I been
welterweight
flicked a bird.
championship
Kind of
main
miss it.
event, Bilal,
They're
remember
muttering,
the
bless his
name.
heart.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys, here's Bilal Muhammad. He's weighing in as the backup fighter for the welterweight championship. Neither of the two guys that are fighting in the main event have yet.
169.5, the official weight
169.5
for
Bully
Bilal
B.
Muhammad.
Making the weight. He said he's doing this because the last few guys that have done it have gotten the next title fight. So he said, I can try to make myself undeniable in terms of who's next to fight the winner of this fight.
He's doing everything he
He's
can.
doing everything he
He's
can.
doing everything right. Is it enough, though?
Got Shamil Gazib here, making his UFC debut, undefeated at 11-0. He has finished 10 of his 11 wins. And, man, he was really fun to watch this summer on Dana White's Contender Series. Took him 2 minutes, 38 seconds to get that submission, so really made a big impression there. Easy decision for the boss.
259.5, the official weight for Shamil Gazib.
259.5, and he's training out of Bahrain. He's another one of those Dagestani guys who's been brought over to Bahrain to make that country great.
I have dirt in your Pantoja.
All right, next fighter
You know, you
to
guys,
the
your mics
scale,
are on.
155.
Everybody talk, even when you whisper. It's a really weird thing.
You have to-
Listen,
you
man,
have
you
to
got
cover.
what? Are we not supposed to communicate around here? Communication is key.
Here comes the champion, Alexandre Pantoja. Look, man, this dude right here is so locked into his team and gives them all the credit. He said that he can be the best in the world on Saturday night. Go to the gym on Monday.
125, the official
125
weight
for the champion.
champ.
He said he goes to the gym on Monday, gets
Pantoja.
humbled by his teammates, so it just recognizes and makes sure it keeps him very humble, even when you're the best in the world, because there are so many guys in that American Top Team room that can humble him. He's a tremendous fighter, man.
What is happening?
And
And
it's
a great
very
guy.
humble of him to say that he gets humbled as a champion, right? You don't hear a lot of champions say that.
You don't hear many people. Nobody wants to admit that they're... Dude, his coach was sitting next to him saying stuff like, he can beat Kyoji this Monday. Tuesday, he might lose to Kyoji. And Pantoja's just sitting there like, yeah, I agree with that, and I love it. I didn't like getting beat when I was the champ.
Yeah.
If I was getting beat as the champ, I would get like an easier sparring partner.
But you're supposed to be the best in the
Yeah,
world,
I mean,
right?
I
So in your head, you're like,
understand
if I'm
You gotta
losing in
check your
practice,
ego.
You gotta
check
that-
your ego.
He's like,
Yeah.
but he's okay with that. He's okay
Yeah.
with getting his ego checked in the room, and he said he does it. It happens a lot.
All right, we're 9 minutes into the weigh-in show. 14 guys have weighed in, 10 to go, including Tony Ferguson, who is
yeah.
on his way right now.
Listen, Tony Ferguson, I mean, he's a fan favorite, But unfortunately, he's on a 6-fight losing streak.
All right, next fight,
It hasn't been looking good for him. But he hired David Goggins. He went to David Goggins.
What do you think of that?
I love it, man.
Really?
I love it because it's something different. He put himself in an uncomfortable position by doing something that he's not used to doing, and being pushed to the level that he's not used to being pushed to. Usually, guys at this stage of the game, they don't do that.
Did he need more
But it's
cardio?
for the mental. It's not about the cardio.
Tony Ferguson.
Exactly what it is.
It's not about the cardio. Of course, his cardio is going to be better, but forget about that. It's the mental.
But he was always mentally tough.
Somebody was telling me how
You need to change things.
Somebody's telling me.
that's true.
Somebody was like, Tony Ferguson is the first guy to finish David Goggins' Hell Week. Of course he did. He's a world-class athlete. Dude, get David Goggins, for as bulletproof as his mindset is, he's a guy that runs. Yeah.
Not just runs.
I'm being completely
Not just runs.
honest with you. Like,
No, listen.
He's a guy that
He runs on fractured legs.
But
He has the pull-up
that's
record.
fine. That's fine. And I'm not disrespecting
He's gone through
David
multiple special forces training boot camps
understand, bro.
and got it
but
all.
he's a guy that does high-level conditioning, and he is phenomenal at it. But Tony Ferguson is a national wrestling champion. He's a UFC champion. He's a great fighter. If he starts to make that his goal, he'll be able to do it.
He was a national wrestling champion?
Yeah, he won like NAIA national championship.
Let me ask you about the matchup. Brandon Royval, by the way, going to be joining us in about 5 minutes here on set. But the matchup, you have the legendary guy in Ferguson against Paddy Pimblett that everybody loves his personality, but maybe not a lot of people have bought into his skill set yet. Do you like this matchup?
I do like this matchup for him. I actually think this is a good matchmaking on both sides of things. I think Paddy needs to redeem himself a little bit from that last performance and get the love of the fan base back on his side, because I do think he has a lot of skills. And if you can get through a fight with Tony Ferguson, maybe get cut up, a hard fight. If we can see Paddy Pimblett go through that type of fight, come out the other side, maybe get a finish, that speaks a lot to him. And on the flip side, Tony Ferguson, if he can come out and squash a rising star, that's big for him too. So I actually think that this is a great matchup.
He said that he wants that, though. He wants that fight. Like, so yesterday at the press conference when Tony's telling him, I'm going to cut you, what are you going to do? He's like, cut me, mate. Hot me. He's like, hot. Before he says, he's like, cut me, mate. Cut me. I want this. This dude wants to be, like, in that battle. He wants to be in a nasty, dirty fight. Look, he said he has a teammate that goes through it constantly, and he said that he's unrecognizable the next day, and he wants to feel that. You think you do until you're in there, and the next day your legs hurting, you're freaking swollen, your eyes cut. And then 3 days later, it gets worse somehow. But he said he wants that, bro. And I like the man. I mean, I like it. One thing that he spoke to us about is I thought he was in a no-win situation. You beat Tony Ferguson, now you beat a guy that people love. You lose to Tony Ferguson, you just let him snap a 6-fight win streak. But then he said the media, a 6-fight losing streak, he said all the media picking Tony Ferguson. So this dude's tapped into everything that's going on around him.
Well, I mean, if you watch Paddy's last fight against Jared Gordon, there's a reason why people think this is a good fight for Tony Ferguson, too. His chin was up in the air.
Was he that bad?
His chin was up in the air.
Bad.
I mean, did he win the fight?
He won the fight.
You thought he won the fight?
I thought he won the fight.
Did you really?
I thought he won the first 2 rounds.
Well, he got tagged a lot in that fight. I thought he definitely lost that fight. And Tony Ferguson, you got the most motivated Tony Ferguson we've ever seen. For him to put it out there that he's with David Goggins and put this all out, and everyone has their ideas and their opinions on it. I think he's going to come out here and look the part. But look at the guys he's fought and lost to. By the way, the guys he's lost to in these last 6 fights.
He's had moments, good moments,
high-level
a lot
competition.
of those fights as well.
Yeah. That Michael Chandler image will be emblazoned in my head as he was reminded of in the press conference yesterday by Colby Covington.
But he had a good moment in that fight too.
He did.
Is my point.
Yeah. No, he did. All right, let's play a little You Better. For those of you watching for the first time, welcome into the show. This is where our panel of experts give a little coaching advice to some people on the UFC 296 card. Let's start with Leon Edwards, the champ, taking on Colby Covington. DC, we'll start with you. Leon, You Better.
All right, Leon. Rocky, I've coached you before, and I'm coaching you again. Rock, you gotta defend takedowns. If you ain't defending takedowns, and defending the second takedown and the third takedown, you're going to have a problem. Know that you are going to be under fire more than you were against Kamaru Usman, because these are going to be bullet takedowns, one after one after one, because he ain't going to shoot once and stop. So be ready to defend multiple takedowns in succession.
I think that's some quality coaching, DC. But listen up, Leon.
I put this away.
Thank you for putting the cap on that. I appreciate that.
Leon,
you got to keep your back off the cage. You got to move laterally, and more than anything, you got to make Colby, respect your striking from the get, because he's a guy who, once he gets rolling, builds that momentum. That's when he has success. If you can tag him, clip him, let him know what's up, let him know what's going to be meeting him when he makes those shots, that's going to be good stuff for you.
All right, Colby.
Wrap that effectively.
Well, yeah, because that. Hold on. Laura, that was some shit for rapping your segment.
What?
I just don't like it. It was, you fumbled all over yourself. You tripped, you dropped coffee. It's like you worked in a restaurant, you're carrying the tray back to the back.
It was tremendous advice.
That's messed up.
But no, dude, the way I was going to put this away, but then the way she rapped was not effective, so.
I needed a stronger button, but the advice was
you
solid.
need to button that
The
up,
advice was
man.
solid.
Producer DC. All right, Weidman, let's see what you can do
All
with
right,
Colby
hey.
Covington.
Hold on, is it your turn?
It's my turn.
You're doing like a helpful speech here?
Yes, I'm giving Colby some advice right now.
You get music.
All right, we good? Hey, Colby, let's start the music. All right, Colby, here we go, man. This is the moment you've been waiting for. My camera's here.
Yeah, the big
Colby,
red light.
This
on
is
your
the
camera.
moment you've been waiting for. Let's not forget your roots. You are
You're still
two-time
looking at the wrong
All-Amer-
camera.
No, I'm not. I'm at the right one. You are, that is rude. You are a two-time Division I All-American. Pressure bust pipes. Your cardio is one of the best cardio we've ever seen in the UFC. You have to use that as a weapon. Get in his face, be smooth with your striking, and get to those takedowns over and over again. We've seen Leon struggle with the takedowns in the Kamaru fight. You've seen him kind of get tired and wilt a little bit in both of those fights. Don't stop shooting. Stick to what works. Get it done, Colby.
I love that, Chris. Great job. You rapped very well, too.
Wow.
Guys, I'm talking to Colby
Don't
Covington.
let him get. He's trying to get us to fight.
Colby
So he's doing?
Covington, now that you have gotten into the head of Leon Edwards, you got to let it go. Leave it at the octagon steps. Focus on the task at hand. Stay within yourself and do not just throw punches like you do at times, where you're just not putting much on the strikes just to set up takedowns. You cannot play that game with Leon Edwards. If you're going to be standing, it has to matter and it has to mean something, because he's too good a counter striker to be in front of just pity pat and touch it.
That was
You have
pretty
no
good.
rhythm, though.
Alexandre.
Alexandre, keep the music rolling, Brendan.
Oh, I love that.
Alexandre, remember your why. Remember that post-fight speech from last time. Why you're doing this. You need to go out there, put the pressure on Brandon Royval. Force him to make mistakes. Use that fundamentally sound jiu-jitsu that you have. The chin, the striking, the pressure. You can get this done. You can retain your championship. You can do this, Alexandre.
Well done. Well done. Let's see what you have DC on Pantoja.
Okay,
On Royval.
Oh my goodness, I was like at the producer's telling
I'm so excited. Royval.
Okay,
we
Brandon
go.
Royval. I have heard stories that you have been running 15 miles and not even sweating. You're in tremendous shape. Set a pace, but believe and follow the instructions that you're feeding yourself daily. Do not be reckless. If you're reckless, you will find yourself in trouble. You don't have to battle. You don't have to brawl. Be the smart fighter out there and try to become the UFC champion.
Weidman, you know him well. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, go.
Where's my camera? Wonder Boy, I love you to death, bro. Let's not forget what got you here. Since you were a little kid, since before that, when you were in your mother's womb, you were knitted for this moment. You've been in the karate school your entire life, and you've never left. Go out there and completely dominate this dude on the feet. Keep it standing. Touch, move, touch, move. You will outclass him on the feet. He was tagged by Jeff Neal multiple times. He wasn't able to take down Jeff Neal. You completely dominated Jeff Neal. Believe in yourself and make this happen.
He did dominate Jeff Neal.
Yeah.
All right, still waiting on Wonderboy to weigh in. Should be here shortly. From a man that you know well to a man that you may not know that well, but you do like him a whole heck of a lot in Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Am I going to camera with
The
this?
sparks
Yeah.
are gonna fly.
Keep the music rolling.
Well, I want to get a little
Going.
like romantic music.
Listen, Shavkat, Kazakhstan, aha!
I love
You
that.
can do this,
I just
okay?
love
Use your pressure, but you gotta be smart in the pocket. You gotta move your head. You gotta be a little bit more defensively sound. Think of the people of Kazakhstan at home who are all behind you in this momentous step up in competition. Use your grappling. Take Wonderboy to the ground. Dominate him on the mat. Shavkat Satilik.
Whoa.
Do you want to translate? Kick ass? What does that mean?
It means, Shafkat, good luck to you.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Okay.
All right, DC, how about some Paddy Pimblett?
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Music? We gotta keep the music.
No, I'm good. Stop the music. It's like I'm over it. I'm just so over it.
Cue it for me. If
No,
I'm not.
okay. I'll call you back when I'm ready, Fitzy. Patty. Ah, there I am. Look at the grits. You're rotten.
That's awesome.
Yes. Hey, all right. Paddy Pimblett. Remind him.
Can we take the filter off?
Remind him. No,
Advice.
please leave it there. Remind him that he has lost 6 in a row. You cannot allow this guy to build any momentum. You go out there right away and you set the tone of the fight and show him that this is your time to rule the octagon. He doesn't belong in there with you. How do you do that? You fight with a smart game plan and you overwhelm Tony Ferguson.
That filter.
I love that.
That's great.
But if you turn sideways, look at my head.
It looks like you're wearing a mask.
I know. I love
That
it.
was good. That was good. All right, still waiting on Brandon Royval to join us
You're
here
gonna
on
be crying.
set.
I want to cry.
I
Are you
I
okay?
No,
want you to wear the
Crying.
Grinch
I'm a
mask the
little-
whole show.
No, I'm supposed to be talking about Tony Ferguson.
Oh, you were trying to-
He put
oh,
tears
you-
on his face.
Do I get it? Do I get Tony Ferguson? Do I
No,
get
they
a camera?
scrapped it. They scrapped it.
Yeah, no Tony
Now you
Ferguson for you.
Now you just have water.
All right, go ahead.
You know what? They're gonna give it to you.
Oh, wait. Hang
Yeah,
on.
put the water back on.
Hang on.
Just
I need
splash
to zoom in on me.
Do you need music?
I need music. That's why I'm crying.
Okay.
Just I feel like it's said that. Tony Ferguson,
Oh,
you have been doing this forever. Starting from your wrestling career, and since you started fighting back in 2001, you were bred for this
What?
moment. Okay? This young up-and-comer with a big mouth from a different country is coming here and trying to take everything that you work for. Go across that octagon and show him who you are. Show the world who you are. Okay? You've done everything right for this training camp. You are more ready than you've ever been in your life. I believe in you, Tony.
I believe in him too, Chris.
I felt that
It's gonna be a good
in
fight.
my.
It's gonna be a really good fight.
The reason I thought about the water is I wanted to put it on you while you were talking to Shafkat because I felt like you should have been crying.
All right, back
What?
to the weigh-in stage.
Yep.
Martin Budai.
Martin Budai is a guy that you don't honestly, when you look at him, and I think he looks tremendous. I think he's in phenomenal shape. He's a massive heavyweight and a guy that has a ton of momentum in the UFC. Martin Budai is a guy that when he first got here, it was decision after decision after decision until his last fight, he won against Josh Parisian. He got a Kimura off, which was his first finish. Martin Budai is big. He uses his size to his advantage.
264 and a half, the
264 and a
official
half.
weight for Martin
He
Budai.
uses his size to his advantage by just kind of smashing guys against the octagon side, and he really wears them down. He's very interesting prospect in the heavyweight division, and honestly, we don't have many. So very excited to see what happens with Martin Budai this weekend.
All right, next fighter to weigh in this morning. One half of the featured prelim live on ESPN2.
What's up, guys? This is Dustin, the Hanyak Jacoby. I'm fighting out of Factory X in Inglewood, Colorado. I have a couple questions for the broadcast team here. First, DC, when are you going to meet me on the golf course, my man? Been calling you out for a couple years now. I'm ready to see what your game's all about. Number 2, Chris
204
Weidman.
and a half, the
I need you to hook
official
me up
weight
with a
for
couple
Dustin
Costco specials. What else does your wife have cooking in the kitchen?
Oh, Jacoby, I'm there anytime. He's scared of me. I've been in multiple places with Jacoby, and he never plays me. I kick ass on the golf course.
Let's be honest.
He's a legit.
No, let's
golfer.
be honest,
Yeah.
bro. He's an athlete,
Yeah.
and you are like 100. What's your handicap? Like
Hey, shut up, dude.
35?
Let's get back to the weigh-in stage. He doesn't want to talk about it. He'd rather talk about Tagir Lumbeikov.
Talk about my boy Tagir. I saw my boy Tagir the other day. Look, this guy's a very interesting prospect. And like we talked about last time, he can not only stand and trade with you, he can submit you.
126, the official weight for
126
Tagir
Tagir. Look,
Ulanbekov.
Tagir is not like most of the Dagestanis. He isn't going to just overwhelm you with his wrestling. He has really high-level striking, and he's very tricky and diverse in his striking. But trust me, if you give him an opportunity, as we saw in the last fight with the guillotine, he will put you out with a submission. He's a really good fighter. Very excited about him out of Dagestan and out of San Jose.
I love it.
Brandon Royval.
I know, I just
Hey, man, they told me you ran 15 miles
That's
and you didn't break a
festive.
sweat.
15 miles.
Yeah, we
At a,
gotta talk about that.
at a 6-minute pace.
A 6.5 minute and it was 10 miles. Wow. So hey, I spread these rumors, honestly.
Wait, hold on.
Well, back to the weigh-in stage as Cody Durden
That's you. Cody Durden.
is on
Oh.
the scale.
Listen, this dude is interesting as hell.
126, the
He
official
had a
weight for
full-time job as a
Cody
construction
Durden.
guy. Let's hear the weight.
126.
All right, 126. And he just finally was able to give that up and go full-time MMA. He's a multiple-time state champion out of Georgia. And, yeah. What's up, What's up, Brandon? How are you? Good to see you.
We do have, before we get started with Brandon Royval, 6 fighters left to weigh in, including both gentlemen who are part of the main event. One of the men who's part of the co-main event, fighting for a title for the first time in his UFC career, Brandon Royval. I know you said earlier in the week that this was more about revenge and you weren't thinking about the title, but the fact of the matter is this is a different week for you, right? Like the more media obligations. How has it been? Have you enjoyed the ride leading up to this, or are you just kind of chomping at the bit, ready to get in the octagon?
At first, I was pretty stoked on the media, I'm not going to lie. And then, like, 2 hours into it, I was so over it. I was like, I'm done answering questions. I'm done doing
2 hours?
2 hours into it. Then I had, like, 2.5 more hours, 3 hours.
Dude,
It's tough when you just want to chill fight week, right?
Yeah. I was like, damn, I really wasn't trying to talk. And then you're answering the same questions over and over again. At a certain point,
But you got to keep that positive energy about it. You got to keep that positive energy. Otherwise, you get negative about it, you're screwed.
That's
the rest of your life. Like, you're done.
I was thinking that too. It's just like there's a time where I wanted to be asked more questions and just be more grateful for some of this stuff. But at the same time, I was just you're low on weight, you're low on patience, and I didn't want to be answering that same questions that day. So it was one of those days, and then I was water loading, so I was just had to pee the whole entire time. So just a whole lot.
Besides being low on weight, that's like a Monday or a Tuesday for DC, right? Like that's all he does. Right?
And DC loves media. Like anytime he gets his face on camera, he's all about it. His whole career was like a little weird. He's just one of those guys that comes.
Hey, look at me.
Excited
If you look like me, you'd love being in front of me.
That's exactly that's what I'm saying.
Royval, you gotta tell him.
And none of us fight because we don't we don't dislike attention. You know what I'm saying? We've all missed out on a few hugs, and now we're here. You know.
100%.
So you're obviously familiar with Pinto.
I can't even do this.
You fought him before. What's going to be different this time around for you in terms of maybe your tactics, your style? What's going to be different this time?
I mean, I don't want to give away all my tricks, but that being said, I feel like I'm just all around like a better fighter than I was, and not even just like the skill set that I bring, because the skill set that I had then I think was elite at an elite level. I think I was a better puncher, I was a better kicker. I could have beat these guys in taekwondo matches, boxing matches, jiu-jitsu matches. I really just think that mixing it all together, and then when that bell rung, I was just on the mindset of just like, I'm going to run everybody over, and I'm going to go in a shootout, and I'm going to go in a dogfight. And I was almost sure, and my whole entire career I was winning those fights. So it was just like, I knew in a gun shootout I was going to come on top. And that was the first time I ever didn't come on top. And it made me sit back and reevaluate a few things where I was just like, okay, why am I putting myself in a dangerous position when I could pick this dude apart, when I can go out there and not get touched in some of these fights? And I feel like I really just like kind of slowed my pace down a little bit, and still was able to put the pressure on people and just not get hit. And that's what you see like is in that Mateus Nikolai fight is I'm mastering a style that it's like that I've always kind of had like when I'm in the training room I'm a counter striker almost, but when I fight I go forward the whole entire time. So it's just one of those things that like as soon as the bell rings, something flips in my mind where I just want to be the aggressor. And it's like, I want to be the aggressor, but I just want to be a calculated killer. I want to be a calculated killer at all times. And it's just like, I would enter those fights, and Pantoja enters the fights, and he's just a killer. I want to be a little more calculated and execute a little better.
So what do you do in training to make sure that carries into the fight? Because you said like that is how I train, and then when I fight, something happens. I go back to my old ways. What have you done to make sure that when you're in the fight itself, you can still kind of sit back and make those high fight IQ decisions?
Well, I'm also one of those dudes in training is like if I start getting hit a few times, I'll turn it up, you know, and that was like something that my whole entire team has helped me adapt to. Is like, as soon as I got hit, boom, I'm going forward. Like, Brandon, stop. I have some of the amateur fighters that know how to check me. They're like, bro, let's go win a championship. Let's not be an asshole right now. And so me going back to that and them just kind of helping me along the way is my whole team knows the game plan. My whole team knows what I'm trying to do. And I have a whole team behind me. And like I said, the amateurs are in there correcting me constantly, you know.
Brandon, why is your name Raw Dog? Your nickname?
I have 4 kids, 6 baby mamas, and ever since then, you know,
Is that when you got the name? Was it like your coach gave it to you or you gave it to yourself?
It's just a lifestyle, man, honestly. You know, if you see me fight, I pretty much go in and raw dog it. There's no safety involved. Do you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding.
Bro, just go with it. I love it. I'm like,
Chris is like, man, I shouldn't have that.
Yeah. I just some dude in the crowd was yelling raw dog him over and over again one day, and it was just like an ongoing joke in the gym for years. And then I used it, and then I knocked some dude out, and it went like super viral. And I was just like, I guess this is good luck. So I guess I'm raw dog from here on out.
I love it.
Then after a few years, you can't get rid of a raw dog name, you know.
I was trying to do the math on 4 kids and 6 baby mamas.
So young, too. I was like, boy, this boy's doing work.
I was like, that's Colorado work.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Raw dog, that nickname was earned.
I was like, didn't drop this man in the wrong decade. You belong in the 70s.
For sure.
Brandon, all right, let's just get on track, right? A little bit about the fight this weekend because I'm like the only real professional here. 25 minutes you got to watch Pantoja fight against Brandon Moreno. What did you take from that? How valuable was it watching Pantoja as you're building your game plan for the fight this weekend?
Oh, it was super valuable. It was super valuable watching him from the, Resurrection fight. Because I've been watching him since RFA.
One question real fast. Is it hard to watch it, like being objective, knowing that you were on a short list of guys that could fight him next? Or were you watching, oh, he does this bad? It's hard, as a fighter, right? Like, are you objective when you're watching?
When I was there, I was just on fire because I was like, I'm going to destroy both these guys. Like, I'm going to beat both these guys in the fight. So I was just super excited and motivated. But then when I go rewatch it, then you watch it from, like, a professional level. And it's like I'm watching Brandon Moreno. Then I'm watching from, like, Brandon Moreno's perspective, what Brandon Moreno's seeing it. Then I'm watching from Pantoja's perspective. So it's just cool kind of just watching it from like 3 different ways of like how I'd fight him, how Brandon Moreno's fighting him, and how Pantoja is fighting, you know? And I just kind of think the correct theme is Pantoja fights everybody the same way as he's been fighting forever. And it's like I'm preparing for something different, and I'm ready to make adjustments on the fly at all times because that's what being a champion's all about. That being said, I feel like Pantoja has a lot of the same things since he's been in Resurrection of just moving forward, doing a lot of the same kind of things, and I feel like that's where I'm going to expose him.
Brandon, you basically grew up at Factory X, and you've been a part of that gym for so long, and I know the connection that you and Mark have. What would it mean to bring a championship back to Factory X and put it in the hands of Mark Montoya?
Yeah, it means everything, man. I feel like half my motivation is bringing that belt back to my team. Is just making life all around us easier. I see some of these guys that become champions and the path around them becomes so much easier. I seen Izzy win a belt and his teammate who's 3-0 get into the UFC, and it's like I have teammates that are 8-0, Luis Goulet. I have teammates Yusuf Zalal that's on a 5-fight win streak, all finishes, and it's like those dudes belong in the UFC. And it's like if I could win the belt and I could have anything or any say to make their path easier, and that's what I want to do. You know, it's like I feel like if I win the belt, life around me and my teammates become easier. The path to success becomes easier, and it's like not only is it dope that me and Mark have been on this journey for 16 years, but that being said, is just I want to make the guys that I know who deserve it easier, and I want to have a little bit more say, and I want to have a little bit more notoriety. And if I could do that for my team, then that's what I want to do, and that's my big motivation. Is I have 2 guys, 3 guys, 4 guys that I'm like, these guys are on. They have killer records, they have finishes, they're knocking people out, and it's like they're not getting noticed, and it's like they deserve that.
Yeah, lift the whole team.
Pretty cool to be riding with a team like that, a coach like that for more than half your life. This is an unbelievable card, and you're a huge part of it. Can't wait to see a fight tomorrow night.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate
Good luck.
you guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Enjoy that.
Yeah, bro. Don't forget that.
Food in you.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Brandon Royval in the co-main event as we take a look now at one of the men who is participating in the welterweight title fight. Colby Covington back for the first time in 19 months, DC.
Yeah, he said he's been spending time getting better. He said he's done a lot of charity work. He said he started a foundation for the first responders down in Miami. So he does a lot of good stuff in his community. But
169
and a half
official weight
for Colby
for
Covington.
Colby
But this is a guy that's a lightning rod. I mean, he makes people pay attention. He will see some outlandish stuff, but when that octagon door closes, Colby Covington is all action, and he's always on the gas, right? He's a tremendous fighter and a guy that really will present Leon Edwards with some unique challenges inside the octagon tomorrow night.
When you look at these guys and the motivation in terms of winning a title, and we heard Alexandre Pantoja when he won the title talk about, you know, his father who wasn't a big part of his life. There's so many different factors, right? The motivating factors that want to get you to a place. When you think about these different stories of these different people, how much does that come into play for them? Their why, like how much does that impact them?
It's huge. It's huge. And it sounds really trite because we like to talk about X's and O's and technique and stuff. But when you are attempting to do something this big, the grind to get to that spot is so intense and it's long and it's arduous. And you have to have something inside of you that is bigger than you, that is frankly bigger than the belt itself, that is driving you to push through in those moments. The way that these guys train, sometimes the journey, the long journey that they have to even get the opportunity to do it one time, you have to have something very deep inside of you that is going to allow you to push through those moments. But what's interesting to me, especially for a guy like Alexandre Pantoja, what happens when you get there, right? Like when you reach that mountaintop that you've been thinking about for well over a decade, what happens when you get there? And how do you maintain that why when maybe that one moment was just to say, Dad, are you proud of me now, right? And if you've said it and you've been there, how do you keep that why if you've kind of checked it off the list? That's what I'm always curious
Especially when that why is something like that's kind of like a little bit negative, right? Like you got to prove something. If that why is something negative that you're trying to prove, man, you should have been here. When that's gone, what motivates you now?
Yeah, you got to reassess your goals. If you don't have a why and you don't have a purpose, you're not going to get to the upper echelon of these divisions in the UFC. You probably won't even make it to the UFC. Having a why is everything. And to answer your question, like when you become a champion, sometimes that your why might be done. All right, your family's taken care of. Your goal was to be a world champion. Now it's like I have to reassess. You got to create different goals for yourself. Maybe it's generational wealth. Maybe it's just to win as many titles as possible. But things change, and that's why it's hard to keep a belt for a long time because it's hard to reassess those goals.
Well, a lot of guys operate better with a chip on their shoulder, right? Tom Brady always had that chip on his shoulder. Right? How do you win
You
six
can always
Super Bowls and
create
still
it.
have a chip? But he did.
You really can almost create. You can manufacture like why you got to prove something. Here's the thing. You can have a why, and a lot of times you see the why every day in your house, right? You want to build something for your family. But then it needs to be even more than that. Champions can't do it for someone else. So when people say stuff like, how could Izzy say that this is not, or one of those guys recently was saying, I fight for me. And it was somebody very high profile was saying, I fight for me. I love my family, but I fight for me. And it's like, you all do for a little bit. Because you cannot do this job and do it at the highest level for someone else, even if it's the most important people in your life. So like you said, Laura, that thing inside you that makes you want to be the best in the world has to always live inside you.
Yeah.
Can't be done for anyone. So finding your why, accomplishing goals, and making sure that your finish line can always be moved. You cannot have a finish line that is permanent. It needs to get back every time.
That's interesting. Cody Garbrandt, former champ.
Talk about a chip on your shoulder, right? This dude's got a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah,
for sure.
He's trying to get back to where he once was. Paddy Pimblett, by the way, will be joining us on the show here in a few moments. Colby and Leon have both decided not to join the show today.
136, the official weight for Cody Garbrandt.
May or may not have had something to do with this.
It usually does.
That's funny.
All right, so Cody walks off. It's going to be an interesting matchup for him and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Here's your guy.
My guy, Wonderboy, looking good. It's crazy.
171, the official weight.
171. It's crazy how many people are putting him out of this fight. They just think he's going to get ran over. He's a huge underdog. And this is coming off the back of the Kevin Holland fight, which was one of the fights of the year where he really showed everybody how great he is.
And that he's still there.
Yeah.
Like
so is it a testament to that he's 40 years old and people see that? Or is it a testament to Rachmaninoff, just being that good.
I think it's a little
It's
both,
the
right?
idea that Rachmaninoff is really, really good, though.
But it definitely has nothing to do with Steven's skill set. I
No,
think
no,
if
plus-
anything, it's like you say, it's maybe just a little bit of the age, and people
Yes.
are super high on Rachmaninoff. But anybody who watches that last fight Wonder Boy had, you can't. He's not slipping one bit. He's got a style that can fight.
Well, if he
Very
fighters.
tricky, and it's
Only
hard
if
to
you
find
fight, but
sparring
you got to
partners like
fight
that.
him the right way. If you fight him
Yeah.
the right way, then the age has to show.
What's the right way?
You got to not just stand with this dude.
Yeah.
If you're just standing with Wonder Boy and letting him be comfortable knowing that it's just a stand-up fight, he could be 50 and he'll still be able to stand with people.
Yeah,
Got to wrestle him.
yeah, I agree.
God, so many good matchups on
This
card.
fight card is crazy.
It's nuts.
I can't
Such
wait.
a good fight.
I can't wait. We do have some special guests who are here, set to join us now. Abby Hartz and Shannon Irvine, our special VIP
some
guests, bringing us
Modelo's up in here.
Modelo's. Awesome.
Not for
Thank
Weidman.
Ooh, this is when the show gets good.
I'm not allowed
They
to.
are
I'm driving.
part of the UFC 296 VIP experience. They are elite
Okay.
guests who get to take part in the premium
Hey, how are you?
experiences, behind-the-scenes access this weekend. On location, the official experience provider
win that?
of the UFC. So Shannon Irvine. Hi, Shannon.
What's up, Shannon?
Hello,
You're
Shannon.
Shannon.
Hi,
everyone.
You're-
I'm Abby.
And
Oh.
Abby's
Hi,
here
Abby.
with us.
Yes.
Abby's here. Okay,
Okay,
Shannon's here.
so
Hi.
Shannon, you're going to spin the wheel.
Okay.
Have you seen how this works before?
I have, but
Okay.
I'm hoping I can pass it to you guys.
No, you are. You're going to pick whoever
Amazing.
you want.
Love it.
Okay?
This is tempting.
All right, go ahead. Good spin.
Don't get in our ear, DC.
I'm not seeing anything too
All
hard.
part of the UFC 296 VIP experience.
How is New York accent on there? What if Chris got that?
Name 5 reindeer in 10
Oh.
seconds.
Or you have to take a shot if you can't. Pick someone.
Who's festive? Festive. Let's go, Chris.
All right, Chris. 10-second
I'm
timer.
done. I got no.
ready?
I don't think I have any. Let me-
Ready?
Think about the song.
There's one at least.
Yeah.
Rudolph,
All right, Shannon.
Rudolph.
Dasher,
Tell me the
Dancer,
start. Oh,
Prancer,
Go!
Go.
Dixon.
Dixon. Is that 5?
Dixon. There's no Dixon.
Don.
Henry.
Donna.
There's a Henry.
Got it.
All right.
So let's go. Let's go.
Try to mess him up.
Let's go, Shannon. Come on, Shannon. Thank you for picking me. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, you're going to give a prediction on the main event. Huge UFC fan. All right, let's see.
correct.
What do you have? Who do you like?
So, I mean, I like both. I think they're both great fighters. I believe that Leon Edwards is going to win by unanimous decision.
Who do you got? I'm sorry.
Leon.
Leon. Okay.
Yes. I think that, I mean, based on his earlier fight with Usman, defending 11, I think, out of the 15 takedowns, I think that he has it. I think he, dare I say, is going to try even take Colby down.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
He tried that again
I
against
add
Usman a
something?
little
Could I
bit,
add
though. I feel like
something?
didn't
Could I
work
add
for him.
something?
Sure, DC.
Always.
Yeah.
I get that you said Leon Edwards is going to win.
Yes.
You know who's winning? You. Because look at that ring on her finger. That young lady's winning, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the ring on this young
Shout out
lady's
to my
finger.
husband.
Get you a man like that, ladies. Hook it up.
Let's go. Can I borrow some money?
I mean,
This is a tough one for me because listen, Leon Edwards looks so good in his last fight. His stand-up is great. He had great takedown defense, but I've seen him a few times now just kind of get tired as the rounds go by. And I gotta always go with the wrestlers, and I gotta always go with the gas tank. You put a wrestler and a guy with a good gas tank in there. I'm usually gonna be thinking they're gonna win, but the time off kind of throws it off.
Right,
The ring rust,
correct.
right? It kind of
Exactly.
puts it more on Leon's side. But I'm gonna go with Colby. I think. Go.
Interesting.
I think this is going to go all one way or all complete. Like, I don't see this fight being much in the middle. It's either going to be all Colby or all Leon. I tend to lean toward the striking of Leon. I think he might be able to snipe him. And his takedown defense is tremendous. His takedown offense looked pretty impressive against Kamaru. So good thoughts.
yes.
Well thought out.
You,
So you went with Leon?
I
she
did,
didn't
yeah.
really pick.
Okay. Hey, well,
But we got it out.
we
of her.
do have time. We do have time, but we do have to let Abby and Shannon go because they have a lot more cool VIP stuff.
Thank you,
to
ladies.
take
Yeah,
part in. Thank you
congrats.
so much
Yes,
for joining
thank
us
you
on the
for
show.
having
And
us.
if you would like to
Congratulations, ladies.
take part in our weigh-in
Yeah,
show
no,
and
fun
VIP
week.
experience, thanks to VIP
Congratulations.
access
Nice to
and
meet you.
future events,
Really
go
nice to
to
meet you.
UFCVIP.com for more information. VIP experience packages include the official tickets, in-venue hospitality, UFC fighter meet and greets, post-fight octagon experience, and more. Visit UFCVIP.com to secure your access. What a deal that is. Speaking of VIPs, we have another VIP set to join us on set right now. Paddy Pimblett.
The baddie. Paddy,
undefeated.
the baddie.
I think he's getting mic'd up.
Here comes Paddy.
Mike
the
check.
baddie.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Looking good. The hair's flowing.
What's up, buddy?
Yes, you're good.
I like the
Good to see
American
you again,
accent you
man.
did the other day, by the way. That was pretty good.
He did.
Good job. Yeah. We might have to ask you to do that. That was good.
How you feeling, man?
Well, you're doing like the
Feel
cops,
great.
right? You're like, get on the floor, boy. That was pretty good.
Wouldn't be able to do it. He had a swore when I said that, I think.
Yeah.
What was that?
I think I swore. I used the
Oh, you
F word.
swore? Oh, yeah.
We're gonna need an interpreter. For
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. All right, they
You
told
can
me.
swear. You can swear here too. I'm
can.
sure.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
sure. By the way, the process of coming back after surgery, especially the first couple months, you were swearing a little bit. What was the
Yeah.
most challenging part of just being out?
Not being able to train, lad, just sitting on the couch for 2 months, 3 months, you know what I mean? First week I couldn't go upstairs, you know what I mean? Then it hurt to go up the stairs. In fact, I've got flip-flops on, I'll show you my scars. That was me inner ligament reconstruction.
I see it. Yeah.
That's me
Serious.
CFL.
Wow, big scar.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
me outer ligament reconstruction.
Holy shit.
So I had three surgeries and
And
one
I'm impressed
basically.
by your toes, too. You actually don't have that bad of athlete's foot.
You have nice
No,
feet.
You do a
no,
good
I
job
do
with
all
that.
right.
Yeah. Do you
I don't-
pee on your feet in the shower?
Nah, don't get no
hear that
pedicures
helps,
or nothing either. You know what I mean?
That's impressive.
Chris is just
I'm trying to
so
keep this
good.
like a serious, like lighthearted interview. You asked me about
For a long time, I peed on my feet for like literally forever because I was told it stops athlete's foot. But
Are you
then I
kidding me?
Googled it finally, and it's
What?
not true. It doesn't help. So I was just peeing on my feet.
At
for
least
years.
you don't cheat it.
Yeah.
At least he's honest.
Yeah?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what
At
can
least
I
he's
do?
We
honest.
all
Yeah.
pee in the shower. It's fine.
Thank you, Patty.
I enjoyed the press conference yesterday. I thought you were kind of even keeled. You had some little stingers that you would throw in there. Not always the easiest thing to do against a guy like Tony Ferguson. Inside of the octagon and outside, he can be a little awkward to deal with.
He's a weirdo, lad. I've been nothing but respectful all fight camp, lad. I haven't said a bad word about him, and then he just starts chatting pony. You know what I mean? So I had to put him in his place.
Patty, was it more frustrating than anything? Like when you're like, it feels like when I was watching, it felt like you're saying stuff and he's like not necessarily comprehending it, and then he's responding with just this random stuff, and it felt like you were just frustrated, like, oh my God, like could somebody shut this guy up?
Yeah, he's so strange. Like, he's so far gone, you couldn't bring him back. You know what I mean? He's got the brain of a 14-year-old. It's crazy.
It's
Like,
yeah,
I feel sorry for him, but
you can't feel sorry for me.
exactly. I can't feel sorry for him. It's one of them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna proper hate him. He's lit a fire underneath me, to be honest.
Is it important for you to go into the octagon tomorrow night and immediately show him, hey, you've lost 6 in a row. You don't belong in here with me.
Yeah.
Or can you kind of take your time with him? Because there have been moments for him, right? In all these fights, and he has fought some of the best fighters in the world recently. Is it important that you remind him right away, hey, I'm the guy now.
Yeah.
Your time has passed.
Yeah, it's got to come straight in because it's always the first round as well where he looks good. So I've got to come out straight away and blast him and either take him down, put him on his back and start pounding his face in, or lay a combo on him right away and let him feel the power.
What part of his game at this point in his career do you feel like you have to be most careful of? Is there anything about him that's still the old Tony?
His power, you know what I mean? His power and his weird angles, but then at the same time his weird angles play into my head kicks and me punches, you know what I mean? So yeah. I'm just looking forward to it now. It's been too long since I've fought and I just can't wait to fight.
I know you've been dying to get back in there, and we were talking earlier about, people's why. You got 2 whys. You've got 2 little Ys now.
Yeah, I've
the
got
twins
it on the way.
On the way.
The missus got it on Wednesday as well. So
that
bump's a
picture of
bit
them
bigger.
facing off in the womb was fantastic. That was so cool.
2 girls as well. It's just my luck.
Good luck with that. That's all I can say. Good luck with that.
When you're coming off an injury and having a long layoff, it's important to find like a silver lining, a blessing in disguise. What was like the blessing in disguise that you saw during this time off?
You realise who the real ones are, aren't you? You know what I mean? People just jump on the bandwagon and want to be your mate when you're winning and
The hot thing.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you realise who the real ones are.
We talked about that a little bit the other day.
Yeah.
That was it was cool of you to kind of, when we were talking about the way things change, right? Because it happens fast for you guys, especially you young guys that come in like scorching hot.
Loyalty's a big thing to me, lad, and that's one of the things I have noticed. You know what I mean? The people who are still there, not leeching off you, not wanting stuff from you.
What's the difference between this Paddy and then the Paddy that we saw last inside the octagon? What do you think the biggest difference is we'll see?
Not coming in injured, you know what I mean? I'm coming in fresh. I haven't got an injury coming into this one, which it's not just great physically, but it's good mentally, you know what I mean?
Patty, yesterday at that press conference, it was crazy. Colby Covington, Leon Edwards. We were just having a discussion earlier, like, can you go too far?
Yeah.
You feel like it was
way
too far?
I wanted to jump up and punch him in the back of the head.
Okay, yeah, you wanted
I
to.
mean, I wanted to hit him.
Yeah.
That was way too far. You can't say something about someone's dead relative.
Yeah.
Someone said something about my nan or grandma. I'd jump up and punch them in the face.
It seemed like Leon had to be held back.
Yeah,
as he should,
so.
right?
I hope he knocks him clean out. I hope he sends him to the shadow realm.
Yeah.
See, it's changed.
But now emotionally, like his emotions involved with it now. Is that a bad thing for him, you think?
Nah, I think he'll go out thinking of his dad and he's going to knock him clean out. I can't see Colby lasting 5 rounds with him. I know he's got the cardio, I know he's got the takedowns, but if Usman couldn't take him down, I know MMA match doesn't work, but Colby couldn't take Usman down. He's not going to be able to take Edwards down, and I can see Edwards beating him up for 3 rounds and then knocking him out.
It's such an unbelievable main card to be a part of, you know, for you. And we have to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
This is the second time I believe that we've had you. So,
Yeah.
and I think the last time was in here as well. And it's just good to see you back, man. And congratulations on the twins that are on the way.
Thank you very much.
And certainly good luck tomorrow night, my friend.
I don't need luck, lad. I swear to God, he's getting his head punched in.
As the champ walks out onto the weigh-in scale right now, Leon Rocky Edwards. Guys, this is a young man that has gone through so much to be in the position that he's in today.
170, the official weight for Leon Rocky Edwards.
This kid has gone through so much. From, obviously, the death of his dad, which is now on everybody's, at the tip of everybody's tongue right now, to not being a guy that could wrestle, to being a little bit one-dimensional when he first got here. That's ultimately what cost him in the first Usman fight, to becoming one of the most well-rounded fighters in the world. His striking is as slick as anybody in the UFC. His movement, his ability to change angles is second to none. But now that he's developed a super high level of takedown defense, I asked him about that the other day. I go, what are you doing specifically? Because they've developed this little bit of a game plan where they're attacking the hand. And he doesn't just try to stuff the head. He grabs one hand.
With 2 hands.
He isolates 2 hands on one.
Baseball.
He goes, it just made sense.
Yeah.
He goes, I went down to as bare of the bones I can be and said, if you can't lock your hands, you can't take me down. So he goes, it just made sense. And so that's what I'm doing. And I go, well, what you've done by doing that has made it damn near impossible to take you down against the best fighters in the world. So to watch him come into form has really been fun for me as a guy that saw and met him many, many years ago when he came to AK to train.
His improvements stats-wise from the, I guess it would be the second Kamaru fight, the first championship fight, to the third one is ridiculous. Ridiculous. He threw 3 times as many kicks the second championship fight against Kamaru, and that was a huge component.
He wasn't scared.
He was like 53 for 53 on leg kicks. It was nuts.
He wasn't scared to get taken down no more.
But he had this confidence about him that is carried over into this fight. He looked like a completely different fighter in the second fight against Kamaru.
But let me tell you something. That right there, that confidence is probably why, and again, I'm not making any reason to say Colby was, that's probably why Colby said, I've got to do something to mess with this guy. Because when you saw Leon all week, Leon was like the picture of just a sure champion. I'm going to get my hand. He was unnerving. It was crazy. He was stoic. Everything was like, I'm the champ. I'm the man. This will be a normal Saturday night. And then yesterday he saw emotion for the first time. Because when you saw him all week, you knew like, wow, this dude looks locked in. How do you get that man off being so locked in? I think that's what Covington was trying to do, and I think
he was desperate.
He was desperate. He was desperate to find a way to get something.
Does that ever backfire though? Kind of like what Patty was saying. Like sometimes, is it always a bad thing to fight with emotion?
I think now everybody wants him to lose, especially all the fighters. Look at Patty.
But is the Conor with the Khabib talking about
much.
his father? Was that the closest comp that we have to that?
Yeah,
it's
right?
too much.
It is too much.
But those guys are, I mean, they are programmed to forget about it and walk in the octagon without that emotion. Bro. That's what they're here. That's what they're here to do. Put that character on.
All right, here is Bryce Mitchell. He, of course, was standing on a ladder with a drill and some other power tools when he got the call to take this on 10 days' notice, filling in for the injured Giga Chikadze. And he's been installed as a -225 favorite.
145.5, the official weight for
Coming
Bryce
off that
Mitchell.
unanimous decision win over Dan Ige in September. And said he didn't expect to fight again this year. And now, with the extra fight, he can build the house for his mama right next to his.
That's a tough fight for Emmett to have to adjust to
Agreed.
on short notice. Like he went from
100%.
facing Giga Chikadze to Bryce Mitchell. Like I don't know that you can get much more of a polar opposite switch up.
And I think Emmett's kind of struggled a little bit with the wrestling and the cardio, and that's what Bryce Mitchell brings. Just a nonstop. Like when he fought Ige, Ige did a great job of stopping takedowns.
He hurt him bad in the first round,
Up
too.
until he didn't. He just stayed consistent, and he didn't stop shooting. And he's got great cardio. His top control is top notch.
He's so good on top.
He's so good on top.
Yeah,
he's got crazy pressure.
He flows just perfectly on top whenever he gets you.
But he's talked a lot about the power of Emmett and how he does not want to be on the receiving end of that because he
Very
might be the
respectful
hardest
of it,
hitting guy in the division. All right, little rapid fire. You guys ready?
Okay. Yep.
All right, buy or sell. If Colby wins, he will fight 2 times next year.
2 times next year? You know what? I'm actually going to say buy, even though that has not been the case with him before, because I think being champion, he's going to feel like, come to me. I think before it was always very strategic about what fight he wanted.
I'm going to buy it because I think he was dealing with that lawsuit with Masvidal. I think a lot had to do with that, why he had so much time off. And so, I think he's back.
I'm selling. I sell. He's not going to fight 2 times. He's going to fight once. And he's going to pick who he's going to fight.
All right, fact or fiction, if Leon wins, his next fight will be at 170.
Fiction. There's too much for him at 170. I know he said it, but I think fiction. Sorry, fact. My bad. Whatever. He's staying at 170.
Okay, staying.
I'm going fact.
Yeah, me too. Fact. And I don't think they're just going to let everybody try to become double champion.
It clogs up. It clogs up too many contenders.
True or false? Should Bilal Muhammad be guaranteed the next title shot? He is weighed in as the backup fighter for this one.
True. We riot. Give the man a title shot.
He's won enough.
Fiction is it the other one, right?
True or false?
Oh, false.
True or false?
True or fiction?
I don't think anything should be guaranteed. He's not a big enough star to be guaranteed it, and I think there could be some other options out there to make money. And this is a business, so it's hard to guarantee him. Could he be? Yes, but maybe does he deserve it sport-wise? Yes, but
other people have been guaranteed things before.
True. He should be. I don't know. I mean, Shavkat looks amazing this weekend. There's no.
Yeah, I don't know that he will be, but I just think he should be.
He should be. He should be. But plus, I don't get the whole alternate fighter whenever, if you're going to be the alternate fighter, you fight for the belt next, or you fight if the guy gets hurt. I don't get the alternate fighter deal. I really don't understand it.
Well, hold on. Does it help or not the fact that they're weighing
I think it helped.
I think it helped.
Royval and Colby.
He's doing everything.
We're talking about him right now.
Let's talk about the last fight card where they had a backup fighter
and
they didn't use him.
Yeah.
And
Mateusz Gamrot.
And it happened again in New York City. It happened in Abu Dhabi. And Pavlovich was the backup fighter and then fought an interim championship. Why didn't they just make Stipe versus Pavlovich? It's like I don't get the backup fighter. I really don't. I don't even know when it started.
I don't know when it started either. That's kind of weird.
All right, over under 2.5 wins for Shavkat to get a title shot. Over under 2.5 wins.
Under.
Okay.
Under. He's got a whole country behind him. So
and Lorosenko.
Kazakhstan, aha!
Under. This one and one more.
Buy or sell, Wonder Boy is the toughest fight of Shavkat's career.
I buy that all day long. It 100% is. He is a massive step up in competition.
Buy. I mean, the toughest test that Shavkat had was Jeff Neal, who Wonder Boy beat. So I don't think there's a question there.
I buy it, but guess what? I think I've heard these before. This rapid fire. I don't know where. But I'm getting this weird deja vu like I've heard every one of you.
Your fighter meeting. Somebody
I'm amazed you were awake for that.
Yeah. Somebody was asking me, don't tell the story. Please don't tell the story.
Can I?
Please don't tell the story.
DC.
He wants her to tell the story.
Can I address my single, please?
Oh, my God. Don't, Laura, please.
DC was on a very important conference call with UFC executives, sponsors, I mean, a whole number of really important people. They went to him with a question at the end of the meeting. And everyone's like, DC?
That's not true.
DC?
Really?
The man was asleep. The man was
Can you sleep anywhere?
asleep.
Bro, I had trained, and I had this thing called the human dog bed. I laid in it for the meeting, and then I just passed out.
Dog bed?
The
It's
last
an
5
actual
minutes,
human dog bed?
It's a human dog bed, so it's huge,
Like
but
a
it's
love
a dog
sack
bed.
thing? Like those big...
It's like big
bean
circle, and it's so comfortable. But I'm laying there, and then somebody messaged me and said, we lost you the last 5 minutes. Did you get off? I said, no, I was just listening. They said, that's not true because everybody spoke directly to you. I said, okay, I might.
That's when you say
that's bad.
Something happened.
I tried to.
My kid vomited. Whatever.
I got nervous
you know?
and I lied, and it didn't work. You saw right through it.
All right, now
they docked my pay.
I can't believe you lied.
They docked my pay and took of my. This weekend I'm working for free.
They did not.
They docked my pay. I'm
You're still
working for
making
free.
more money than all of us.
You guys.
He's always the last
Take a
man on
drink
every
to that.
call
Yeah,
and
take
the
a
first
drink.
man off every
No,
call.
no, sorry. Last fight I'm meeting Cole, Laura,
I will-
7 minutes early.
I will address
Say that
my
too.
single again. This last production
So
meeting,
shut up, Hellcat.
for the first time, thank you for the music, in the history
No, it
of the
wasn't the
weigh-in
first
show, it was DC. I got on and was there maybe 60 seconds, and then DC was early.
7 minutes.
7 minutes early.
That
which
might
means I
have been a
was
little.
8
That
minutes
might have
early.
been a little. That was the same day. That might have
Because
been a
he
little
felt
kickback from
guilty.
falling
He felt
asleep.
guilty. He was
That might-
sleeping
that
on
might
a
have been
call.
a little bit of a makeup for the falling asleep, which I told the producer I was there before you. So please, boss, recognize my efforts.
Pathological liar.
Of course. All right, let's get this show back on track. We're doing a little rapid fire.
Are we
Yay
still
or
doing
nay?
this?
Alexandre Pantoja, best back taker in MMA. That is yay or nay?
I'm going to say nay because I'm going to give that to Aljo.
Thank you. I was gonna say the same
Yeah,
thing.
me
yeah,
too.
nah,
Yeah, I
I gotta give it to
absolutely-
But he is
Aljo.
very, very good. To be
He's
clear.
very good, but he's not better than Aljo.
Yeah.
Aljo's the human backpack.
Yeah.
Okay, advantage fighting the second time. Royval, Pantoja.
I mean, statistically, the winner of the first one, 61% of the time wins the second one. So I got to
Jeez,
go
did
with
you
that.
make that up?
No, I
Who's-
didn't
who's
actually.
younger?
That's impressive.
Who's younger?
I think they're,
Who's-
I think they're both
Royval-
young enough. I
Royval's
think they're
younger.
both pretty close. So I don't-
Royval's like 3 years younger.
Yeah.
You got 133, one's 29.
But you'd think that
They
Brandon
said the
Royval
older
would
fighter
have.
is usually at a disadvantage in a rematch.
But I think it's when those.
Yes.
Oh, it doesn't there have to be a 7-year age gap or something
I don't
like
know,
that?
but they just said that.
Where are
the
you
older
getting these
fighter-
stats from, you
Bro,
two?
we live
Jeez,
fighting.
You're not
bro.
getting it from yourself. You did the
No,
math
we're
on
not,
61%.
we're not telling. Nobody's telling us. Like we live fighting.
Okay.
I got
Hey,
a
look at-
Is it
34
going
on
to
my
me?
ACT. Thank you very much.
What'd you get?
A 34.
Hey, Chris.
I didn't take
Did
it.
you really?
Yeah,
I bet
Chris.
SATs.
Wow.
Chris, could I say something?
I got a 9.7.
Chris, could I say
5 times in a
something?
row.
Chris, could I say something?
What?
All that knowledge that we have
Why you
is
laughing?
why we call fights and you only do this.
Oh, DC.
Wow.
You know what? That was hurtful.
That was hurtful.
And I can't drink right now.
Is that too much? Like, is that? Did I Colby?
You just Colby Covington me.
Did I?
Wow,
No, don't
Was
touch
that
me.
too much?
Don't
Was
touch
that
me.
too? Is that too
He's just
much?
trying
Yo,
to
you're lucky there's
I mean,
tissues
you
in
want
between
all
us
this-
right now.
you want
Because
all
I
this-
come across right
I'll
now.
give you
Come
a hug.
after you.
Listen,
No,
you're
thank
gonna-
you.
Do you want all?
You're
I
gonna
mean,
call
you
fights one day if you want. I believe in you. If
See,
you want to do
thank you.
that, you can do anything you put your mind to.
Thank you.
okay?
I appreciate
well,
that.
I didn't even fight
well,
in the UFC. And I'm
Mark, can I
calling
say,
it.
it's not that hard a job to get heli calls fights.
I have a why, and I'm going to figure it out. Okay?
It's not that hard.
Somebody fed you that line.
No, nobody did.
Candido
Nobody
fed
fed
that line.
you.
you, yeah.
Nobody fed you.
And the
I'm just saying.
earpiece.
By the way,
I'm going to smell the beer.
he's still fighting.
Yeah, hey,
Give him some
Hellcat,
time.
I will say this though. You're doing much better because sometimes you're like, yeah, you're like, you know.
Why?
Are you coming at him now?
I'm not coming at you.
Yo,
You know, you're
why-
selling the,
why
you
do
know.
yo,
Doug
Listen,
Flutie and Frank
this is the
Thomas.
team
Hey,
right here.
This is what he does.
He's out.
Hey, look at this, guys. Look,
beat his
he's
ass.
close friends with Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas. Yes, this guy.
Hey, you guys should try it.
He knows
You get it.
people.
It works.
He knows
It's great.
people.
He's
Yeah.
selling. All right.
All right, what's this one say?
Oh.
Oh yeah, so he doesn't have that problem anymore. Hanging out with Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas.
Wow. You taking injections?
Nugenics, yeah. You haven't seen the commercial?
He does a commercial for
I mean, come on.
You have a
male
commercial?
enhancement.
This dude doesn't do any
Can we get
research.
that? Can we get that
I don't-
commercial up here?
It's great.
DC used to be the worst at research until.
Thank you, Chris.
You love me, right?
Thank you, my guy. All right, let's
Who
go-
watches
let's go wrap
TV
it up.
anymore?
All right, they want us to get back on track. Buy or sell? Does the flyweight division put on the most action-packed title fights in the UFC? Buy or sell?
I buy it. I mean, title fights. Think about the last handful of title fights in that division. They've been bananas. Did you say they're crap?
I mean, the last one was
Did you
awesome.
literally just say they're crap?
No, I said that was a bad take. It was crap.
Mine take. Okay. Wow.
So
you're up, White.
It's
Did
up
you
there.
watch
It's
the
up
last title fight?
there. It's definitely up there. Yeah, the last one was amazing. Definitely one of the fights of the year.
I sell. Heavyweights have the best title fights. They don't last long. They're all explosive. They're tremendous.
That
Heavyweights have the
sounds
best
like.
title fights.
I'm not even going to say what that sounds like.
Yeah, but
Heavyweights have the
This,
best
the
title
question was the most action-packed title fight.
Heavyweights
I mean,
fights
look
last.
at the look
they
at the
last
last
an
title
average
fight
of
with
two.
Moreno Pantoja.
So that's one fight. Are we
Let's say
basing
the
it on
average.
one
What's
fight?
the average?
The average of title fights,
Yeah.
heavyweight?
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Are you bragging about lasting 3
about
minutes?
3 minutes
really?
and 17 seconds.
About or
Yeah,
just
I'm
3
telling you,
minutes
that's
and
the
17
exact
seconds?
number.
That's what I
Can
figured.
someone clip that, please? You're bragging about lasting 3 minutes.
Pathological liar.
Not everything
Laura, don't do
is
that.
about
Don't do that,
getting
Laura,
it done as
please.
quick as possible.
Right? She
Oh
does
my
this.
goodness, dude, she does that?
And she's trying to bait us.
Yeah,
She's trying to bait us. And then we look at him. Look
Look
at
at him, he's fanning himself.
Laura says stuff like that, then you're just kind of stuck.
I know.
You can't really
I know. I'm
It's like,
like,
it's amazing. It's so fast. It's just over real quick.
See what she's doing?
See what I'm
This
saying?
is like Patty talking about fighting Tony Ferguson, saying it's a lose-lose.
It's a lose-lose.
It's a lose-lose.
It's a lose-lose.
But I gotta say, at
About
some
this.
point during the show, we are gonna be throwing things into each other's mouths. That's gonna be
Oh
fun.
my God.
Speaking of Patty and Tony Ferguson,
Yes.
who has more at stake in this fight, Tony Ferguson or Patty Pimblett? I think this is easy.
Tony, for sure.
Tony has more at stake, man.
Patty
He's on a 6-fight
Pimblett.
losing streak.
What?
Patty Pimblett, are you guys crazy? If he loses to Tony Ferguson, could you? He won against Jared
He's
Gordon
got
and got
another-
all that.
He's
He's
got
young
another
enough.
20 years in this
But
sport.
he's young.
He can come
It's not
back.
over yet.
Tony.
It's
This
not
is
over yet for
crazy.
him. If Ferguson loses, is he done?
No, they won't cut him. I bet he won't get cut. He could lose.
Okay,
and still
forget
not
about
get cut.
but listen.
Here's the thing. He still got a job. If he
So
lost.
does Patty, though.
He won against Jared Gordon, and look at the way people perceive him. Imagine if he loses to a 40-year-old
Our fans
who's
are
lost 6 fights in a row.
Our fans are so fickle.
he's
He
got
could
more
come
at
back.
stake.
He
His
does
whole
one
future's
great
ahead of
thing.
him.
He does one great thing. He would come back from that.
Producers, can
Tony
somebody come-
Ferguson would be.
Patty's
over.
young,
You know what's
bro.
crazy about this?
He's young.
Now I know for sure. I had this conversation the other day, and it was unanimous the other way. It was unanimous that it was Paddy Pimblett. The fact that it was
They don't know what they're
unanimous the
talking
other
about.
side.
Who was
you
this? You and your
talking
high
to?
school friends?
It was.
He's lying again. Look,
No,
he
I'm
can't
not
even say
lying.
who it was.
He just snored. He fell
was
asleep.
people.
Me,
This
it
sleep
was
apnea
me,
is
It was
crazy.
me and,
It was me,
and
Zach,
me.
Lappy, Anik, and Olivi. And so the entire pay-per-view team and the producers thought Patty has more to lose. And you guys went the exact. It's not easy. It's Patty. His whole future gets like derailed off track if he loses.
It would
But
be
he
on
could always
track, but
come
you
back
get it
from
back
that.
on
He's
track
got his whole life
easily.
ahead of him.
Yeah.
Ferguson's done.
Sean Strickland lost 2 fights in a row. He comes into 2023, and now he's
Yeah.
the champ.
Bro, but he's not Patty.
Wow.
Bro,
Who fed you
Pat-
that? Who fed you that?
Nobody fed me that.
That was good.
right here.
That was
But
good.
Top of the
Hellcat, what I'm
head.
saying is, Hellcat, I'm saying he won against Jared Gordon.
Okay.
And look at the way he is getting treated.
Oh, yo,
This
listen,
guy-
that
this
might have
guy
been
was
one of the
on a
worst
rocket ship.
robberies
This guy was on
in
a
the
rocket
UFC.
ship. He was on a rocket ship, and now
He didn't win that
But
fight.
he
That's
can
why
get
he got
back
such
on it
backlash.
if he had a stumble.
You can-
He's
you can
got so
jump-
much time.
You can jump
Watch
back
when we
on
get
that
into the
rocket
feature,
ship.
and then Zach will tell you guys about the
And I'll
fight.
tell you this, Colby Covington's hoping to do just that after 19 months away. Here's a look at the man they call Chaos.
Ooh.
It's called a transition.
Love him or loathe him, there is no denying that the #1 welterweight contender, Colby Covington, is one of the very best fighters in the sport at present.
The pace the guy puts on is really incredibly impressive.
Colby Covington has no quit in him, man. This dude is going forward, still trying to fight.
I'm going to walk him down for 25 minutes or less. I will establish myself as the best welterweight of all time.
Colby Covington is a scary man. His gas tank is second to none.
He's been an incredibly successful fighter. He goes forward, high pace, as we said, never runs out of gas.
That was the highlight of his career, that he was able to survive, but he's still a bum.
Oh, that's a big shot for Colby.
I am the title. No one's earned these opportunities more than me. They care about me. They care about America's champ. They care about the King of Miami. Leon's lucky he gets to fight me for the undisputed title.
There's no one really that's going to be a friend if they're in the way of his goals. And that goal is being the best welterweight on the planet. Oh, they're getting after it.
Oh, big left for Covington. Furious pace early. And there it is, another finish for Colby Covington.
I'm the on-crown king of this division. Dana, I'm size 32 waist. Get that belt ready for me.
I don't believe I'm the best in the world. I know I'm the best in the world.
He does have spectacular cardio, and he puts on a pace. His wrestling, his tenacity.
And there it is, Colby Covington.
This version is going to be completely different, and that's why it's Colby Chaos Covington 2.0.
I am a threat.
All right, he is legendary in terms of his gas tank, is Colby Covington. One of the best, if not the best, in all of the UFC. So that begs the question, top 5 gas tanks in the UFC right now? Start with you, Cinco.
All right, I'm starting at number 5. I've got Tony Ferguson, which, I mean, legendary gas tank, but I can't even imagine what it's going to be after working with David Goggins. Max Holloway at number 4. The output that he has is ridiculous, never slows down. Alexander Volkanovski, another guy, you're never going to see him take a deep breath, whether he has to strike for an entire fight or wrestle for an entire fight. He can do it all. Number 2, Colby Covington, only because number 1 has to be Merab Dvalishvili.
Thank you. All right, so you went from 5 down to 1?
Yeah, I was trying to build to
Oh, that was good. I might do the same thing. All right, number 5.
I mean, they're all on the screen, Weidman. You could just go however you want to go.
Good call. All right. Starting at number 1, Merab Dvalishvili. Listen, man, I've been in the gym with this dude. I've never seen anything like it. He does not get tired. I've seen him do 5-minute rounds of sparring with some of the best guys in the world, Aljo and some other dudes, and then go to other gyms and spar multiple times with other dudes. He does not get tired. It's crazy. Colby Covington,
You just
number
refuse
2.
to look at the camera, huh?
I gotta look at my card. All right, hang on a second here. All right, here's the camera. Sorry, guys. Damn it. All right, Covington, number 2. Holloway, number 3. I'm gonna cut this down, make it shorter. Volkanovski, and then we got Kamaru Usman at 5.
Yeah, you know, I think it's kind of the same, right? We all have the same. We have Usman. I just added Gamrot.
Oh, you like Gamrot? I like Gamrot.
I like Gamrot's gas tank. The guy that just pushes and pushes and pushes and uses a wrestle-heavy style to really overwhelm his opponents. Number 3, Max Holloway. Merab Dvalishvili at 2. I mean, he shot 48 takedowns in one fight against the former champion. And at number 1, I got Colby Covington. I've seen Colby Covington take people down over and over if he has to, and just really control them on the ground.
He looked tired.
He
kind of looked tired against Kamaru that last fight.
He did. He did look a little fatigued.
Did you ever see Merab
I should have
tired?
switched Merab with him.
Okay, all right.
I really should have switched.
There you go.
I got a little lost. I actually thought I was smart by putting Merab on the list. I thought you guys would have forgot.
That he's going to forget about
The
Merab.
nickname, The Machine?
Yeah, he's crazy.
He's
he shot
crazy.
48 takedowns.
I love this. This is the best time ever, like during the fight. Just jumping around. He loves it.
Can we get, Fitzy, can we get a little just... Oh, sorry, Fitzy. Our audio team. We need a little American music. We just need like a rah. Oh, here it is. Oh, Fitzy's going? Okay, all right.
Oh, this is good. We have a whole,
All right.
we have a
It
band.
sounds good. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard not to call on him when he's right here in studio
It
wearing
is.
that Christmas sweater, looking so good.
He knows how to play the walkout song for Colby Covington, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
It is well documented, speaking of Colby Covington, his love of Trump and Trump's love of Colby. He visited him in the White House with his interim belt. So I want to play a little game, all right? I'm going to throw out a quote, and you're going to tell me if it was Colby or if it was Trump.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
That'd be good.
All right, here's number 1.
Okay.
I don't care about people's feelings, and I'm triggering people worldwide. Was that Colby or was that Trump? But we have the whiteboards, and you guys, don't cheat. Don't cheat, DC.
Don't cheat, man.
First, one question in. It was Colby Covington.
What?
Trump doesn't know the word
I shouldn't have
triggering.
cheated on you.
Did anybody get
That's too
right?
young.
Number 2. Was this Colby Covington or Donald Trump who said this? Part of being a winner is knowing when enough is enough. Sometimes you have to give up the fight and walk away and move on to something that's more productive. It's impossible. If you watch DC's Wandering Eyes, it's impossible not for cheat.
He's
Oh,
wrong.
Trump.
Let's go.
DC
All right.
gets it wrong.
DC's
That's
0-2,
an
right?
election concession
Exactly.
speech. I've never heard one.
Are you 2-0 right now?
Yeah, of course.
All right, here's number 3. There's always going to be cliques. Everywhere you go, there's going to be cliques. There's going to be people that gravitate towards each other. Colby or Trump? This is an easy one, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Colby, how do you get that wrong? Come on, he's
He
talking
doesn't
about...
know the word click. He's not thinking about the age and the vernacular.
Talking about the
I
gym.
thought clicks is
Yeah,
like
Jim clicks at
internet.
AT&T.
That's easy. All right. You can't come up and attack someone because of free speech. You can't come up and attack somebody because of free speech. Was that Colby or Trump? This is tougher. The answer is Colby Covington.
He was talking
Nice.
about George Miley.
He was talking.
I know. I actually know that.
It's not.
And still went the other way.
All right, number 5.
Second guessing her.
Money was never a big motivation for me except as a way to keep score. The real excitement is playing the game.
All right.
I know that one.
I know all else fails.
Yeah. All right, let's turn it. You are all correct. That was Donald Trump.
Right.
Yeah. No, I think I might be. I think I'm in. I think Sanko might be coming a little bit like.
Oh my God!
Are you been cheating?
My bad.
Dan!
That's my fault. That's my
Dan!
fault.
Hey,
What?
guys, find her 2 points. She's
I just
eliminated.
I'm not cheating. See if
left
you
it
can
up.
Go to
find
her
me
eyes.
cheating.
Go
All
to
right,
her
here's
eyes.
the next question.
Jeez Louise.
When somebody challenges you, fight back, be brutal, be tough. Colby Covington or Donald Trump? Turn it. The answer is Donald Trump. Y'all got it.
Sorry,
Good job.
I'm smart.
Do you mind if I sit back a little, which I'm doing right now, because your breath is very bad? Do you mind if I sit back a little, Sanko, because your breath is very bad?
Oh.
I kid.
That's a little low.
That's
Wait, I didn't-
we're
wait.
doing a segment on Colby. The answer is Trump.
Oh my God.
I literally thought you were talking about Sanko. So I'm over here, I'm like, that's a little messed up, and I forgot to go. That's awesome.
Okay. It's not okay to condone violence because of free speech. I mean, just go back to the last question. It's not okay to condone violence because of free speech.
Wait.
I gave you a hint. You should be getting that one.
Damn it.
Okay. The answer's Colby. Trying to give you a hint. All right. Well, I didn't even know that. Sanko. Hey.
Whatever.
You might want to pass
Laura
that
always
belt
loses
over,
at the end.
bitches.
Well, she doesn't win the belt, really.
Yeah.
right?
Yes, I do.
Yes,
That's
she
it?
does.
Well, I'll get it back at the end. We'll do
Why is
something
that
with
so
eye-hand
true?
coordination.
Here you go,
Why is
Sanko.
oh my!
She always wins the first. She always wins
That is
trivia.
true.
I win the brain
Have you
games.
ever lost at trivia?
Oh, I have lost at trivia. Yeah,
Really?
I have.
I don't
have.
know. Not many times. DC.
But I've definitely lost at anything involving hand-eye coordination. Yes.
DC wins a few of the trivia games.
Spinning. I'm actually gonna have.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Before you go, I'm just trying to figure out if you guys were really cheating. Can we go to the videotape, please? There's Sanko. Oh!
Cheating, bro.
You are sitting.
God.
I didn't look at anything. You can.
Bro, come on, bro.
Wait, does she get the belt?
Detector
No.
test
Take that off, guys.
You wrote
guys.
the answer
Take the belt from
before
her.
I asked
Yeah,
the
No, I
question.
They
didn't.
just said take the
She
belt
had
from her.
5, I had 5.
I
She
did
cheated.
not. There's no
Guys,
way I
they
did.
said
because I
multiple
didn't
times.
cheat.
Run the video back.
Hold on.
And
hold
see
on.
if DC cheated off me.
see if
DC on the
cheated.
first
DC
Yeah,
cheated off of me?
I got it wrong.
every
It's-
single
But you
time.
cheated off me.
I
If
did.
you,
I-
now I'm the winner. I'm the only one who didn't
Guys,
cheat.
guys,
No.
There's only one way to solve this problem.
Oh, no.
I'm not doing that.
There's only one way to answer.
Oh, we all have to hold
Okay.
it?
So this is the actual game. So we're not just shocking you guys for the
Here,
pain.
here.
You guys gotta kind of have to come in.
Get over here.
So you guys know how this actually works,
This is
right?
BS.
So like when the buzzer goes,
Oh, party
Party
foul.
foul.
cut him off.
Yeah.
RJ, your ass is so perky in this operation you have going
Thank
on.
you, Dan.
I mean,
I got somebody
I mean,
noticed.
jeez.
It's very tight.
It was right in my face.
It is very tight.
Very tight.
I know. Well, trying to keep up with you guys.
Fuck, it shocked me already, bro.
such a-
I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not
in
putting.
water.
I
Such
swear
a
to
liar.
fucking God, bro.
No,
The
it
shit
did
shocked
not.
No, it did not.
It sh- I'm not
He's
grabbing
such
it
a
again.
liar.
No,
Easy.
fuck that, bro.
He's
I
scared
said
of this
shocking.
thing.
No, he did that shit on purpose.
I'm only
not
gonna-
doing it. No,
Come over
he
here.
didn't. No, fuck you,
over
dude. You
here
did it on
and take it like
purpose. I'm not
that.
doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, don't
I'm
curse
not
on the
doing
show.
it.
I mean,
No, man. He shot me
Where are you
on purpose.
going? Your
I need a
kids.
towel. I need
Your
a towel to
wrestlers
clean
are
this.
watching this.
I'm
Are you gonna be an
not-
example?
I'm a towel, man. He shot me on purpose.
I put that volume all the way up.
bro.
That's
Right, so we gotta
back
go.
down.
He just
What is that?
The most F-bombs in the history of the weigh-in show.
Well, you just shocked me on purpose.
You're a coach of high school kids.
Bro,
and
you
young
shot me
so
on
nervous.
purpose, bro.
Here.
As a,
No,
do you want to be
I'm
an
not doing
example
it.
to your
DC.
kids?
No, bro, you
DC,
shot me
you
on
want to be an
purpose.
example.
No,
DC.
I'm not
All right,
doing
let's go.
it.
Let's
DC,
go.
big
I'm
team
gonna-
player.
He's
No.
soft.
It's me.
All right, so we're gonna get
Straight
shots without
face
you?
this.
Yeah, you
teammates.
guys do these shot me on purpose.
Only one person.
What the fuck?
See, it's like
I
shocking.
touched the, if you touch the button, it shocks.
Yeah, you shot
Yeah,
me.
you went too early.
All right, so you
I don't
go.
even know what
So
to
That
do.
dude shocking us on purpose.
I didn't
dude.
know the game.
You guys got to stop letting RJ do this, man. He's shocking us.
That was
early.
a strong shot.
It hurt bad. Dude, you're a cheater, bro. You did it on purpose. You know what you did.
I am the only one.
We got to go to the replay. We got to go to the replay of him
What'd
being
you say?
shot.
I'm the only one.
And who hit the button over here?
It was RJ.
Did he really?
He did it on
It,
purpose.
it may have
messed
been
up.
RJ, but I mean that was a lot of F-bombs.
I didn't cuss.
Yeah. You
You cursed.
You are an example of
multiple
children.
times.
Did I cuss?
Or
We
was.
have teammates fighting up here, Sanko.
Yes.
So
You
that brings
cursed
me to some of the great
F-bomb, F-bomb,
teammate
F-bomb.
fights in UFC history.
Went
Obviously,
overboard.
Colby and
You didn't know. You
Masvidal
were
were
electrocuted,
teammates
though.
for a
You
little
know,
while or a
like, you
long
get
while.
angry
Actually,
when you're
best friends
electrocuted.
for a long
They're just
time.
having a
Are
conversation.
you guys listening? I'm trying to get us
What are
to
you
a
talking
game.
We're on
about?
television.
Trying to get us to a game. We're talking about great teammate fights.
Okay.
All right. You have Colby and Jorge, who were teammates for a little while. You know, Ian Gary worked at Leon's gym before he got kicked out. You know, they could be fighting at some point. Let's talk great teammate fights. Top 5 teammate fights in UFC history. Champ, let's start with you. That's you, Weidman. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I was like, mother effer. All right. We're going to start with the old school. Liddell and Tito. I think that was probably the first teammate fight that we've seen. That was awesome. They hate each other. Jones and Rashad. That was the next oldest. That was like the first of my time. Do you remember that? That was crazy with those two. Colby versus Jorge. Dillashaw versus Cody was a good one.
Hey, look at the screen. Look at the screen. This is television. You're on camera the whole time, and you have your head
I love
buried
you,
in your
everybody.
notes.
I'm sorry. Usman versus Gilbert. There you go.
All right, my turn. I am going to go Garbrandt versus Dillashaw. You guys remember all the stories from the knockout in the gym? Colby Lawler. Remember they both trained at American Top Team?
Robbie Lawler and who?
Robbie Lawler, Colby Covington. They're both American Top Team guys.
That's
They
true.
trained at the same gym, and then when they fought, Colby put it on the guy that was the champion when he was in the gym. Then Colby versus Masvidal. Again, they were teammates at American Top Team. They
Did
were
Colby
best
talk
friends.
trash to
Robbie Lawler?
Yeah, did he
talk trash to everybody?
I don't know if he talked trash
He talked
to
trash to Masvidal. Again, best friends. Burns Usman, because it's for the title.
Yo, you gotta look
and
at the
number
camera,
one
bro.
for me, Evans versus Jones. Evans versus Jones was so good because it was the first time we had seen a team choose the young guy.
Yeah.
Remember, Rashad was like the guy. He was like the guy in that gym, Jackson's and Rashad Evans, and they chose the young guy. They saw the writing on the wall, and they said they picked the young guy, and then Rashad ended up in Colorado.
It
And his
felt
feelings were hurt.
backstabby.
His feelings were hurt by it. So he was really hurt.
And that was when he went to Black Zillions, right?
That's when he went to Colorado and was training with Trevor Whitman. Yeah.
Legendary.
That is a good one.
I thought he went to the Black Zillions.
I had dinner with Rashad one night talking about how it took him a while to repair that relationship.
Yeah. All right, I have number 5, Francis Ngannou, Cyril Gane. Now, it was a little bit more the rivalry and the coach getting involved, but still a very interesting one considering how it played out in a championship fight. Chuck and Tito, the original, we trained together. They were both managed by Dana White back in the day, and then they ended up, being bitter enemies. John Jones versus Rashad, for all the reasons these guys said. I mean, where's
he left?
Chris just left. And then we've got
I'm outta here!
We got a special segment coming up, I'm being told. All right. And then Cody
They
Garbrandt.
got a door here. I'm
TJ
going on a
Dillashaw.
motorcycle.
That was a bitter,
Come on, come film it.
bitter rivalry.
It was awesome.
That photo of TJ getting in his face and just screaming lives in my brain. And then Masvidal Covington. That one spilled over into the real world. I have to have that at number 1 because it had real life implications.
I like it. I like all the lists. They just opened the door in the back of the studio because Chris Weidman is going out to join Mackenzie for a very cool Dana White 12 days of giveaway sweepstakes. You got to check this out outside, and it looks like a beautiful day. Let's send it to Mackenzie.
It is beautiful. You know, I'm a little sad I didn't get the memo about the Christmas sweaters, although I'd be sweating out here. I'm here with Danny the Count Coker. We should introduce you to Michael the Count Bisping from Count's Customs right here in Las Vegas. They created this beautiful Harley, a Howlerhead collaboration for Dana White's 12 days of giveaways. Now, Danny, this is a one-of-a-kind bike. It is. What's your favorite part about it?
It's a one-of-one. I'm a fan of the whole thing. I mean, it's a brand new 2023 Road Glide, but it is a one-of-one. Shannon, my man over here, went absolutely crazy customizing this bike as far as the functioning, the motorcycle, the styling, the wheels, the tires, the swing arm, the exhaust, the air cleaner, the risers. I mean, it goes on and on and on as far as being a custom ride. And then my man Ryan, right over here, hiding behind me, laid out the most amazing one-of-a-kind paint job on this bike. It's fully custom, paying respect to the old school graphics of HD years gone by. This bike, in my opinion, is very much representative of what the UFC is in the fact that it is outrageous to look at, but it's a street fighter. It is meant to get out there and make it happen. Don't just think it's pretty. This thing is actually going to go out there and kick some butt on the street. It's wicked, and it represents our Howlerhead bourbon, which is phenomenal. I'm so happy about that. And it's wicked.
You touched on it a little bit, but the rest of the guys behind me, how all were they involved?
I've got the greatest team. Counts Customs has the best team in the world. Ryan has been with me for 100 years. Shannon's been with me about 110 years now. Horny Mike, God bless him. Ghetto Bob, Kevin Mack. I've got the greatest team on the planet, and everybody just kind of lays their ears back, rolls up their sleeves, and gets busy, especially when a project like this comes across our table. To be able to work with the UFC, to be able to work with Dana White, to be able to work with Howlerhead, it's an honor for us. We're hometown boys here in Vegas with everybody, and so to do this project, it was a big deal for us.
Well, it's an absolute honor to have you guys here. And if you guys want the shot at winning this one-of-a-kind, beautiful Harley, all you have to do is go to UFC.com/12 days, smash the enter button, and then cross your fingers, because like I said, there's only one. And I think there's someone here that wants to take a ride.
How you doing? Pleasure. Pleasure. I know I don't look very intimidating, but believe me, just like this bike, I kick ass.
Chris says that he rides motorcycles, but you guys might need to walk him through a couple steps.
All right, here we go. Am I getting on this bike? We're starting this up and we're going? Is that what's happening? All right, this thing is sick. I have a 2015 Breakout. That's my bike. This is a different level. All right, so let me get this thing up. All right, let's get. Okay, I will.
Gear right now.
Okay. Now this has like graphics on there. How do I do like the okay?
Maybe it's my cord. Did something come undone? Audio?
Oh, it's touchscreen?
I think
He says he rides motorcycles.
No, this is high tech.
That 2015 really aging you, Chris.
Oh, you gotta go to neutral here.
I'm not going to pick on him. I can tell you
Wait,
that.
why is this? Why can't I move? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's strong.
I'm going to stand here and cheer for him and just mind my own.
Where does it tell me the gear? Does it tell me the gears on here?
Right here, it'll tell you.
Oh, there we go. All right, and then this is the start. How do we?
This one right here.
Okay.
Start.
There we go.
All
Chris
right.
Weidman, everybody.
Oh my gosh! All right, here we go. I'm a little nervous. Don't stall. Don't stall. Don't stall. Whoa! Okay, this thing's no joke. This thing is not like mine. This thing is fast.
Well,
too.
there he goes. Yeah. Love it.
Oh my gosh, this thing's powerful.
World champion on the mats, world champion on the bike. Look at that.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Yo.
All right, Chris, what are your thoughts?
This thing is insane. Holy smokes. Obviously, it's a beautiful bike, very comfortable to ride, but it's super fast.
A little
very
hard
powerful.
to get started.
A little scary. I didn't get out of the first gear.
We could tell.
I didn't get out of the first gear. And I like the shift, but I didn't need to get out of the first gear in the parking lot. This thing is legit.
We love it. Well,
thank you very much.
You guys over at Counts Customs right here in Las Vegas, thank you so much for this incredible bike. Again, UFC.com/12 days for the giveaway, and in honor of Howlerhead, guys, we're going to take a little shot.
Yeah, this is badass. I could drink
For
now,
the
by
last
the way.
weigh-in show of the year, cheers.
Hey, we got a shot for me too? Here we go. I'm getting the big dog.
Oh, well, we got a bottle for Chris. It's okay.
All right, here we go. Cheers, boys. Let me get off here. Hey, cheers. Thank you very much, guys. Congratulations. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays, Dan. Back to you.
Love it.
Did he just take it right out of the bottle? Oh,
Right
that's
out of
so
the
good.
bottle.
Carolina Chris.
Carolina.
And he's taking the bottle with
That is
him.
a nice looking bike.
It's
That is a
beautiful.
really
It
nice
sounds
looking
really
bike.
powerful,
Oh man,
too.
we could hear it through the.
You could hear.
So just so you guys know out there, we were deciding who was going to drive the motorcycle, and for a while, DC's like, "Oh, I've ridden a motorcycle
Well,
before."
I've ridden. I have 2 motorcycles, but I haven't in 5 years.
It's been a while.
Because I got scared. Like my strength coach flew off of his, and then his brother, who's his twin, flew off of his. So I put him in the shed and I just left him alone. For
Are they the crotch rockets?
They had a couple crotch rockets. I had Harleys.
Oh.
All right, let's do a little naughty or nice to get into Christmas spirit. Fitzy's providing us with some tunes.
It was like.
I feel like the man right now. That thing is so sick, so fast.
That thing's pretty awesome.
I have a Harley, but that's a different level.
All right, you ready to play a little naughty or nice game?
Yeah, let's
All
do
right,
it. Sweet.
I'm gonna say a fighter, and you say if they have been naughty or nice this year.
Okay.
All right, you guys ready?
Yes.
DC, focus. Sean Strickland, naughty or nice?
Oh, Sean Strickland's nice. Sean Strickland's the best. He's had an amazing year, and he went out and said, I had some of the best commentary out there, even though I'm a woman.
Is that what he said?
Yep.
Wow.
I actually think he phrased it better than that, but no, I think Sean's great. He's
All
nice.
right.
He's on the nice
He's
list.
nice to you, but he's not nice to a lot of other people. Like poor Ian Gary right now. We'd probably put him on the naughty list.
It's my list, though.
So I'm going to go ahead and put Strickland on the naughty list. But it's a good, like, I don't think he minds being on the naughty list because he just tells it how it is, and he just, whatever comes to his mind, he's going to say, he's going to be honest. So you got to appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm putting him on the naughty list, but I think naughty is nice in when you talk about Sean Strickland.
Yeah.
Because this guy's carved out a place for himself, and you never would have thought that a few years ago. He was just normal.
Yeah.
Now he's a champion, and people really care.
And a star. Superstar.
Yeah, he's a star.
Speaking of superstars, John Jones, naughty or nice?
Nice. He came back. Yeah. I'm sorry, DC, but he's nice.
Stayed out of
he's
trouble.
He's very nice to me. Very nice. So nice.
Is it up to who's up? I want DC to go first.
Nice. I mean, I don't.
That's so big of you.
You know what's crazy? But you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? When he said his name, I kind of didn't really have any type of thing because it's been a long time again, right? It's like he was there and he's gone. It's almost like you don't think about him because he's not as relevant in the world of fighting right now.
That went from like a compliment to not.
No, it's
backhand. That's what we call backhanded compliment.
I thought you were about to like say something
so
sweet.
nice because it's like you haven't heard any horrible stuff about him, so he's not in the news.
But he doesn't want to be called not relevant. So if he was listening right now, he doesn't care about.
If he'd
being
have
called
fought in
naughty
New
or
York,
nice.
if he'd have fought in New York, it'd have been really nice. But now it's like it's been.
We
since
all would have
March.
loved that, of course. Yeah.
I feel like he's been. I'm gonna put him on the nice list. I think is that the nice list? Naughty and nice.
Naughty or nice?
Yeah. I don't feel like he's really came at anybody too much this year. He was very respectful with Stipe. I think maybe he's kind of like grown up.
All right.
You don't like.
How about?
We're so screwed. Like it's gonna be a while. Yeah, he jinxed it.
Colby Covington sat out forever. Now he has a chance at a title, and I mean, after his performance at the press conference, I think this one's kind of easy.
He's getting on the naughty list.
Yeah.
After that press conference, yeah.
We saying Colby?
Yeah. Colby.
Colby's on the naughty list, man.
Colby's.
You bring up somebody's, late father during a press conference in a negative way, yeah.
Colby's on the naughty list, and he doesn't mind it.
No,
He's
he
fine
doesn't
being
care.
there. Yeah.
All right, Conor McGregor took forever to re-enter USADA. Kind of iced Chandler for, a year and a half or so. But he did come back as tough coach, so he's involved there. Naughty or nice?
Sorry, Connor, but you're on the naughty list only because I keep feeling like we're getting baited along. Like I just want him to come back and fight.
He said nice things about your commentating too, by the way.
Oh, he's on the nice list.
Yeah.
Never mind. Forget that. Conor McGregor's absolutely on the nice list.
I'm going to say
He
the
did.
nice list. Right now, he's trying to, help his country. He might be running for president, apparently.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
He's doing the right thing for his people.
It's like this, bro. It's like this. It's just.
He's dead?
There's not really anything.
There's no
It's
heartbeat.
It's
That's
not
a flat
like
line?
it's just like even. It's like I can't say naughty or nice because what has he done to be on either?
Okay, here's
It's like
one.
the same with Jones.
Here's one that's going to be interesting. Alan Jouban. Great year on the desk, got sick in Shanghai on his first analyst assignment and missed road to the UFC, screwed over Paul Felder. He jinxed Luque
Yeah, he does
and
all
the
kinds of shit. He on the naughty
Joe's card.
Can I go first?
Yes,
Can
for
I go
DC.
first?
Yeah, go
Alan
first.
Jouban is on the naughty list. And then I don't know, like, guys, when y'all was doing this, Alan Jouban had an article the other day. Look, everything Alan Jouban says doesn't always get picked up, so sometimes he goes crazy. And the other day he had a take that was one of the worst takes I've seen in a really long time. I could not believe he said it. It was something absurd. So yeah, he's on the naughty list for his horrible takes. And for jinxing that night. We had a night where they had 7 prelims, 7 finishes, first round. Jouban goes, all Jouban, good looking and everything. Yeah, he went away from the record. And he goes all Jouban. Oh, what a great night.
No, listen, he's
What a
so good
great
looking,
night.
he has to be on the
Yeah,
nice
yeah, he
list.
goes-
When you're that good looking, it doesn't
And he
matter.
goes
You're always
all-
on the nice
He goes all Alan Jouban. He goes, what a great night, all finishes. Are we going to have 12 finishes? 5 decisions.
Yeah. It's become a verb.
Yeah, it's just don't
Don't
Jouban us.
Jouban.
Don't Jouban us, bro.
We
Seriously.
love you,
Naughty
Alan.
list,
We love
Alan.
you.
We all
like
love
him.
Alan
I like him.
Jouban, one of the best dudes around. Paddy Pimblett. There's a lot of love for Paddy Pimblett. Naughty or nice? Sitting out all year after a 6-fight win streak?
He wasn't. I'm with you. He wasn't either. He
It's
just
like
wasn't
those
around.
things. It's like they're all like kind of.
No.
I mean,
he's been.
I think he's been nice. I think he's been nice.
He's
Laura's
been nice.
trying to
I'm
make
going.
his
I'm
favor
going
with these
nice.
people.
If you
I think
remember,
so.
She hasn't said nobody's naughty
if
yet.
you
I agree.
remember
I did
him
too. I did
before
too.
the
I said
Jared
Colby was
Gordon
naughty.
fight, he was naughty. He was naughty before the Jared Gordon fight. He was asking to be paid to go on interviews and
I
stuff
think
like
he's
that.
not-
People were hating on him.
Wait.
You
Oh,
remember
so
that?
you're just gonna
so
say it?
now he's nice because we had him on the show.
So you just said it that he. So he was actually getting. I didn't know that. That was a
You
rumor.
don't remember?
No, that was a rumor that was floating. It's never been confirmed.
Yeah,
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, it was an ask. It was an ask.
He asked to be paid.
It was an
Not
ask.
that he was paid. He was asked.
It was an ask, and then it went public, and then people got offended and
I
didn't
remember
like it because, you should just be doing. All right, next.
Oh, my God.
Okay, Charles Oliveira. He knocked out Benil Dariush
Stop
at
drinking, stop drinking
UFC
Holiday.
289. Suffered a cut before the rematch with Islam in Abu Dhabi. Obviously, that didn't happen.
Well, how's that his fault? That's not naughty of him. This is a weird game. I mean, I can't blame. Fine, he's naughty. Poor guy got cut, so you're naughty.
No, you don't mean that.
I don't mean
I
it,
want you
no.
to say it from the heart.
Charles Oliveira, he's the nicest dude ever.
I know, that's what
He
I'm
can't be on the naughty list. He's the best dude ever.
Yeah, Charles Oliveira's nice. He's a good dude.
And every time he fights,
He's a
he
really
brings-
good dude.
He brings
Yeah.
a fun fight.
All right, this is going to be an interesting one. Juliana Pena didn't fight in 2023. Talk shit about everybody at 135, seemingly.
Listen, she's been a little naughty, but I think she feels like she needs to be to get the, get the zeitgeist of the moment. She's gonna be relevant.
She's like the female Colby Covington.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little toned down, but a little
Yeah,
bit.
I was gonna say she's kind of doing the Covington right now. So I don't know if she's crossed the line like Covington, but she's creating excitement, which
I don't think
you can't
she would
fault her on
either.
that. But it's naughty. She's doing it in a naughty way.
Yeah.
Juliana Pena, DC.
Naughty.
Are you
naughty. She wanted to be naughty. She decided that. And honestly, since she became naughty, she's gotten more than she ever had gotten before. So yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Derek Lewis had that epic speech after that Salt Lake City win. His contract was up, re-signs a big deal. And then he goes and gets a speeding ticket driving 136 miles an hour before his fight in Sao Paulo.
Derek Lewis, a little bit naughty. That was very, very naughty to be speeding like that. Yeah.
No,
that's
but
naughty.
the thing is this. Apparently there was someone behind him that was like right on his ass, and he had to get away to create, a safe drive for himself and his family. So he had to drive that fast to get away from this guy so he didn't create an
He was
accident.
in a high-speed chase?
Ben Askren said
Yeah,
that
no, the
it's okay
guy
to
was
drive-
actually trying to hit him. He got
What?
pissed at him. It was road rage.
Ben Askren
and he
said
stayed
it's
away
okay.
from him.
Ben Askren said it's
So he's
okay to
nice.
drive 130 if you're on a side road like that. So, nice.
He actually said it wasn't him, Derek. initially.
Derek said it wasn't him. Though.
Yeah, it was the
Derek's usually naughty, but he's usually like naughty.
It was a body double.
Yeah, somebody stole his Lambo. You guys want to do a little marshmallow toss?
Not really.
Yes.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is good. This requires skill, hand-eye
I want that
coordination.
belt, baby.
Maybe a little.
Not eye-hand coordination. Mouth.
Well,
mouth.
eye-mouth coordination.
Eye-mouth
Some people are better than others at that, Chris Weidman. Here's what it looks like. Let's take a look.
Senko doesn't have good eye-hand
Okay.
coordination, but
Right. Oh, you gotta catch 6 here. Like, by the way, these are big marshmallows. All right.
who are these guys?
All right, Laura picks the teams. RJ's gonna be a judge. Fitz is gonna be a judge.
Okay. I want. You don't want to be on my team, do you?
What?
Then I guess I want DC. I'm punishing DC
okay.
by
Oh, wow.
picking him.
Now, who's the
I guess
pitcher and
I
who's the
want
catcher?
DC. I'll pitch.
I don't know that I'm going to be good at
No.
Who's the catcher?
Senko
Okay,
has
all right,
to
I'll
catch.
catch.
Laura,
I'll
you're
catch,
not
I'll
throwing.
catch.
Senko has to catch.
Yeah, it
It's
makes
fine.
sense.
Oh, you go back and forth.
Yeah. You
Like,
back and
you
forth?
can't throw.
Oh.
We just grab a
Oh,
bunch?
you go back and forth.
Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna
Ellie?
Are you
you're on
gonna
this
go
side,
first?
Me
making
and
sure
you?
that they're
Let's go,
getting-
doggy.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
counting,
yeah.
counting how many catches.
You want me to throw first or you?
I'll throw first.
Okay.
Hey, I'm going underhand.
Yeah, you going first?
I'm counting on this side. No, stay behind the line. Yeah,
Hey, do
count
you want
their
more like
catches.
here?
Oh, we need to get a little closer to the stage.
Hey, what's the
Behind the line. See this line right here? Behind the line.
Helly, what flight do you want?
count.
All
Like
the
right
way
out
down.
Like a higher toss? Like
Yeah, a little loft. I need a little
Okay,
air
loft, I
underneath
got
it.
First to 6. All right.
Hands
Here we go.
behind the
I'm
back.
counting.
I'm
I'm counting
counting
here. You guys
marshmallows.
are. Fitz, you're counting
I feel
there.
like I'm playing
Ellie and
cornhole.
Weidman.
You're counting. Yeah, you're counting.
Wait,
Ellie
do we have
and
to
Weidman.
alternate or can we just
Nah,
go
just
through?
go.
Wait, is this speed?
Speed or comfort? Go ahead.
I think this should be a race.
It's a race, right? To 6.
Yeah.
Oh, so
To
just
6. That's it. Go.
Sorry.
No hands. No hands.
Oh.
You guys are awful.
Oh,
Fitz.
Laura.
You guys are terrible.
One.
One.
No, I
Laura
just-
1.
Oh, they just bounced
2.
out.
DC Lower 2.
I can't hold
Behind
on.
the line.
Oh,
Behind the
shit.
line.
Sorry, DC.
Yes.
Another one.
2.
Ah,
2 for
fuck.
DC and Laura. Behind the line, Laura. 3. DC Laura.
Oh, that's one more. Get it.
Behind the line, Laura. 4.
I'm behind.
Yes.
I'm blinded by
Two
this
for
light.
Helly and Weidman.
Oh.
5. 5.
Ellie,
One
go.
more.
Pelly has caught both on this team. Close one there.
Oh, for the win! Nope. For the win!
Yeah.
Oh, we got the win! We needed one.
Let's go!
How many?
Let's go!
Oh, they give me one?
Six? They got six.
Let's go!
Did you catch any?
Get up there, right?
Yeah, we did.
Hi.
Keep it
Laura, it's really easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Hey, dude, we crushed him, Laura.
I can't even get it in my mouth.
Hey, guys.
I would like-
spin. Oh, yeah, I'm spinning the wheel.
I want Chris to spin it because Chris,
Spin.
I need you to look in that camera and say,
Hey, stop.
won
You
a
guys
hand-eye
already won,
coordination event.
A mouth.
You guys are getting far too
mouth
comfortable with me.
You know
A
what?
mouth-eye
Stop it.
coordination test.
Stop it.
Oh, no.
It's, who's spinning?
Wait, what
And
am I doing?
okay, I'll spin. It was,
I don't have to say it,
For
Laura.
who?
Everybody knows.
Won.
Don't
Who's
try to
spinning
bait
for?
me into saying it.
Oh, shocker.
Shocker.
I want RJ.
Why are there so many bags
I'm not.
of
I didn't lose
Hey,
the
I'm
game.
holding.
I
I'm
didn't
holding
lose
the
the game.
grudge.
I don't have to.
I'm
Can we
holding
get
the
a
grudge,
zoom in
man.
on RJ's
I didn't
pajamas?
lose the game.
I can pick whoever I want. I pick RJ.
He caught four and I
Shocker.
caught two.
I didn't lose the game.
Dude, I don't care. I'm holding the grudge for you shocking me
Because my
earlier.
throws were so good.
RJ,
You're breaking the rules.
with two hands. Shocker with two hands.
I didn't lose the game.
Producers, please make him grab it. 'cause
I
he's
didn't lose the game.
He's getting his film
Hey,
time.
DC's really
Grab
running
it.
this show now. Huh? He
Yeah,
thinks
it's
he's a
incredible.
producer.
No, I'm telling you, they
Somebody
told me
gotta
the
put their
DC
foot down on
told
the
me to
shot.
pick
He's
whoever
a
I
cowboy.
want. They said pick whoever you want, DC.
They did say that, RJ.
Yep.
To be fair.
So
They did
tell him
say
with
that.
two hands, press the
But
shot.
Sanko gets the
Y'all
pick
full
too.
of shit.
He should have to do a shot of Hallerhead while he does a shot.
And he has
Take
to
the
put
pan away.
And you
put
get
the-
to- you get to hit the button up.
Pour water under his feet.
That was a you thing.
I think you have to have your thumb on the thing, don't you, or no?
This is
Whoa.
this is
Oh, this is going to be
under
bad.
protest.
I just put it on
It's
max.
fine. It's really not that bad.
Well, he might not even get hit because he's not holding
You
the
have to,
other
don't you have to hit the button?
This is the two that are going. Yell at pussies.
He didn't even get shocked.
I don't think he got
He
hit.
had the other
Oh, I
two.
got
That was
shot.
smart.
I don't think he got
That
hit.
was smart.
Just a man.
All right. As you guys know, it is the 30th anniversary of
You
the
are men.
UFC. RJ's been around a long time, but not that long. But so many great memories. Let's take a look here.
To be able to go to Utah and compete at the time with the pound-for-pound #1 guy in the world, the last guy to beat me, I was focused and ready, you know.
The pressure of Usman is something else, man.
This is do or die for Leon Edwards. He may have resigned himself to losing a decision.
That would be a moral victory for Leon Edwards.
But that is not the cloth from which he is cut. Oh! No way! And new! Undisputed welterweight champ! The belt headed to the UK!
The odds that I couldn't do it. Look at me now. Living in pound for pound. Headshot dead.
So going into the third fight, I just know in my heart that I am better than this guy, and that's I went in there with confidence and did what I did.
Oh! Good body kick from Edwards.
Oh! Good right hand by Usman there.
Best shot so far for Usman.
Oh, that was a huge knee by Edwards.
The reality is every round's been close.
What a fight, Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards go the full 25. And still!
The belt belongs to nobody, you know, and I truly feel that. You have to earn that belt every day, and I was just a better man, better fighter overall, you know.
And this really stamps the Edwards legacy.
So Mackenzie's interviewing.
Yes. Yeah. We're back. We're back.
Aren't you supposed to be better at this?
RJ's joining
I've
us.
been
now.
Hallerheading.
We do need
Oh,
a little.
gosh.
We need some cups for the Hallerhead, which would be nice.
Yeah.
We have the Modelo, but we need to do that. All right, we're gonna talk a little 30th anniversary moment. Our next question chosen by UFC fan token
great
holders
Hallerhead.
from Socios.com, inviting us to delve into the remarkable journey that is 30 years of the UFC. And the fans have spoken. They have 4 options to choose from, but they wanted our most memorable moments in the UFC's 30-year history. Okay, so we're going to talk about what stands out as the 30th anniversary is upon us. Let's start with you, DC.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough to figure which one would be mine, but ultimately I decided on this. Me becoming the double champion. Duh. I mean, is that hard? Can we run some video? Or
You're so
something?
selfish.
Can
Like,
we run some video or
oh my
something?
gosh.
I mean, come on, dude. Like when
What
you
is
have a
wrong with
moment,
you?
when you have a moment like that, you
It was
have
big.
right?
It was big.
It was literally one of the. It was the biggest moment ever for me.
For you.
Yeah.
Right? It's like
Yeah.
you want your 30th.
It's your list.
I hope Chris Weidman put one of his
No,
championship wins.
I wouldn't do that. I'm about other people.
I don't want you to limit it to just the last 30 years. I mean, that's one of the best things that ever happened in like human history. You really
Yes.
Yeah, big deal. I also made mine about me. UFC 34. It was the first UFC I ever attended, and 2001 in November. That was when Matt Hughes powerbombed Carlos Newton, Pedro Hizarena Couture.
Oh, yeah.
There's 8 either former or current champions on that card. I went to it. I went to that fight. I was like, this is insane. I have to do this forever. 20 years later, that's why I'm here. UFC 34. Never forget.
That's pretty cool.
You remember UFC 34, Hallie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who? For sure.
Who?
Who was on that? Brock Lesnar.
Say anything.
What are you, an owl? What are you, an owl?
Brock Lesnar's fighting?
Mike Tyson.
You're such a
How many Gracies?
God.
All right, who's that? Weidman.
See, I'm not selfish like you guys, so I wouldn't go with something like that. Who put that on there? Chris Weidman beats Anderson Silva at UFC 162.
You all made this about yourself.
We made it about ourselves.
You know what? If I had to really think about it, that was a very big moment.
Indeed.
I wouldn't
It was
have said that
indeed a big
myself,
moment.
but
Yeah.
that was huge. Do you
Goat
remember
getting
that?
knocked out? That was a big deal.
Chris Weidman coming up, undefeated, young kid, against the greatest of all time, a guy who's been completely dominating everybody in the division in the UFC.
And you never did that combo ever again, where you threw
Not
and then like you pimp knuckled and then came back.
Yeah, because nobody actually pissed me off like that. So I was like,
Really?
that was an emotional bunch of punches right there.
Yeah, you
he
just
taunted me
throwing.
just enough to where I was like, all right, I'm not gonna stop throwing punches until I hit this dude. And so I missed with the cross, and I'm like, I gotta hit him with something.
pimp-knuckled.
I'm gonna freaking hit him with this. And what it did technically was he thought my left hook hit him, so he was good. So he came back in, and I was like, boop, nope, it's still there.
Your reach. He wasn't used to. You're the longest.
And I had
reach
the
you ever
longest
fought.
reach.
He'd ever
I had the
fought.
longest reach in the middleweight division at that time, actually, until David Branch.
He's
came
so
in.
used
Yeah.
to just doing this and being out of the way, but there's
Yeah,
fucking
there was
arms
something
here,
coming.
man.
It's interesting how we
that
go
was
from like
amazing.
Weidman not wanting to talk about himself
I know.
to talking about himself for a solid.
You know, I
90 seconds.
apologize to
Exactly.
people. Usually I'm not like that, but you know, they brought me.
That was
They actually put that
That
on there
was
in your
insane.
lower
I was
third.
in that. I was in the building.
I wouldn't have done that.
When did,
that was a life-changing moment. What did I pick?
Oh
your first
my
contender series.
You guys,
You call Ultimate Fighter finale?
Oh, that's right. I did it with DC. It was so. Here's the funny thing.
You put that on there?
Here's the funny thing.
shut up.
You seriously did that?
Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
Here's the funny thing.
Don't bring it up when I called that girl by the wrong name.
I'm not gonna bring that up.
Oh,
I'm gonna bring it up.
We are
when
now.
We thought there was like an arm bar, and it was a total what calf slicer.
You called it an armbar?
We couldn't see what was going on in DC. We're like, is that an arm bar? It was a freaking calf slicer.
I think. And
First ever
He's saying it was Brett
history.
Johns.
You know what sucks?
Brett Johns.
You know what
Oh
sucks
my
about that?
gosh, you guys.
And that was the last fight Dan called. And I just went back to work.
You ruined
I
him.
ruined Dan.
You buried
That's
him.
messed
I
up.
grinched his ass. I was the last one Hellcat called, and I went to the pay-per-view team. Oh, how much is that suck that I actually
Had I called that with
went
like
to the
Felder or
pay-per-view
Bisping,
team?
I would be where Fitzy is right now. Instead, I get DC.
Your color was so bad it got the play-by-play guy fired.
Can you believe that?
Insane.
And then I got a promotion somehow.
And you got now you're doing pay-per-view.
I do have a real moment. I do have a real moment.
Okay,
That was
okay.
our graphics team having fun with
Oh,
us.
thank goodness.
UFC 205, Eddie Alvarez, Conor McGregor. You talk about the champ status. He was the first one in 2016.
Was that the first fight you ever seen? Right? Was that the first one?
Guys, I got into the game a little later than you guys did. I didn't wrestle in high school. You know, I was playing football and basketball and baseball. I was doing other stuff. But like, I'm here now, so embrace me.
And he's
Okay?
been here like
I'm
5
now.
years. I think we should
By
quit
the way,
hazing
by the
him.
way, it's been 7 years.
Come here.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you. Thank you. And by the way, Contender Series, 7 years in the making, wins Best MMA Programming
We did,
of the
didn't we?
year.
We
Good
did.
job.
Thank
It's more
you.
of a Laura win than a Hilly win, I think.
What do you mean? She does every show. Fitzy and I do half the show, so we're, you know.
That's what I'm saying. It's more of a
You guys
We're
split it.
It's a
Half
Zach and Lappy and.
Can I be honest? Like,
production
it literally was won based on my 3 appearances every season.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's right. If we're gonna call it, it literally was won by my 3 appearances on the Contenders.
By the way, you should have seen Zach Candido's speech. Very
how
good.
was
It was
he?
really
A
good.
plus.
He was so
really
nervous.
good.
No notes.
He was so scared.
No notes.
He wasn't nervous.
He was so scared about his speeches.
He
Really?
was
What
not.
speech are we talking about?
He did like 3 of them.
We won an award last
He was
night.
great. It was
at the
Yeah, thanks for coming.
MMA
Best
event?
MMA
Laura,
program.
can we have your moment?
I can't believe the UFC won awards at the MMA award show.
It was business casual, and
What
Senko
upset?
wore a ball gown with pearls.
Yeah, big upset.
It was not business casual. It's literally black tie.
Well, now she's wearing pajamas, and so it evens out.
That is true.
The
That is
average
true.
of the
Laura, can we have your moment?
Yes, my moment. My moment is not about me. It is about all women in MMA. And
So predictable.
I know we're laughing. Listen, I know you're laughing right now, but I'm going to bring it back to I'm legit serious about this. You have to understand that as
Give her
women in
water
this
on her
sport,
eyes.
there was Strikeforce, there were a few other places. There was no end destination if you loved doing this sport. There was no career path if you wanted to make it to the top. There was no field of dreams until they made it, and then look what happened. And Rhonda and Liz Carmouche walking out, I'll never forget that. It makes me a little emotional.
It was,
Me too, actually.
honestly, Laura, it was one of the best moments. I should have said that.
Me too.
I really feel like I should have said that because I thought there would never be women fighting.
I didn't think so either. I never thought
I
that
never
would
thought
happen.
for a second it would happen. And
Me neither.
you know,
All right, for more information on future potential polls, visit socios.com today. That's SOCIOS.com today. Irina Aldana set to weigh in right now.
Looks like she had a little bit of a tough cut, but Irina Aldana, I mean, she's. Let's see her, what she weighs before I start talking too much.
Definitely feeling it.
Yeah.
Look at her face.
The commission, they're like, oh, sorry, it's not what we expected.
That's a good.
We want to do a re-weigh-in.
You do a great commission.
We got about
Way
15
better than
seconds,
what I was
and the
gonna-
rule is over. She's going to lose.
What's this guy sound like?
Like, hold on, let's get 3 more.
Oh, no, hang on. Let me get behind her and check it out one
sin
more
bin.
time.
There's the sin bin.
The sin bin?
All right, we got the Cormier towel.
Listen, I think she'll be good once she gets in.
All right, there's no
the,
cheating here.
The
Take it
box
off.
of shame. But this woman's been on a mission ever since that last performance, disappointing performance against Amanda Nunes. She's looking to come back and not just have a win, but like really, really, really make an impression and remind people how good she is.
So, like,
'Cause she's
underwear
really freaking
is
good.
usually like 0.4. What do you think the top and
Yeah,
the
but you got
bottom
a top
is?
and a bottom.
So what do you think that is?
And if
do you know? Like 0.8
is
maybe?
it wet or
Might
dry?
even be-
Like, is
yeah.
she cutting weight in it?
She
or
might
not?
have a full
136.
Oh, she made it.
The official weight
Let's
for
go.
Irina Aldana.
10 job, Irene.
Spare.
Good for her.
All right, thank y'all for coming out. See you for the ceremonials. MGM.
You
Brand
do want to
Gardening
cut it close.
5.
You don't want to be too far under. So you want to just get to the point of being naked. It's a good thing.
All right, here's a look at the everybody making weight here in the prelims and the early prelims. So that is good news. We lost the fight. We don't want to lose another one.
We lost 2 fights.
We did lose 2 fights.
Randy Browns. And who was he
Right.
supposed to fight?
Muslim Salikov.
You remember he fought at UFC 34.
Yeah.
I know.
That's so
Don't
good.
do that. Don't do that. He made a mistake.
You're so
No, he didn't make a mistake. I wasn't laughing about that. It was just how fast he had the answer.
Well, I
Over
did.
a
I mean,
graphic
come on.
right now.
Yeah.
Laura, hey, dude, it's gotten like bad with Haley because now Laura's just defending you. You guys won 1 award, now you're best
Because
friends.
I've been nice. I'm not naughty like you. And here is the main card, which is just stacked from top to bottom. The fact that they added Josh Emmett and Bryce Mitchell is outstanding. Ferguson, Paddy the Batty, Shavkat taking on. I mean, he's your brother-in-law, but not really your brother-in-law, just right? Like that's with one.
That's the way I kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of how you describe it.
So
But
yeah,
your brother-in-law, basically.
Yeah,
You're closer with him than I am to my
his
brother.
his brother married my sister.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah, and then Pantoja and Royval. That is going to be an absolute war. Can't wait to see if Royval can actually be as patient as he's talked about. He did that a little bit in his last fight, but it was over in the first round, so we didn't get to see, kind of the staying power for the game plan for him.
Do you want to see him patient though? He is so exciting to watch.
Yes.
You got to be careful how much you dial back because that's what makes him good.
That was
exactly
really
what they
my
said.
question to him, but
They
I didn't
said
want to
that's
get
what
in his
makes him
head when he
dangerous.
was on
And
stage.
that he
Pantoja's
is
not going to be
unpredictable.
patient.
And he's good everywhere. I mean, he is top
But
notch.
Gaethje did that.
in
Gaethje
jiu-jitsu
dialed
and
it
on the
back
ground.
just enough, and he became like a whole nother
With
level.
that Tony
of
Ferguson
good.
fight, right? It was like the first time in my mind that he did that.
After the Poirier and
He figured it out. Like
was the other
Gaethje
one?
figured it out because
Yeah.
he's like, I can't reach that
Yeah.
next level. All right, let's do a little rent-free moment.
Okay.
We picked a fighter on the card who has been living rent-free in our heads as we are preparing for UFC 296, the final
Yes.
card of 2023. Senko, go ahead.
I was so excited when Bryce Mitchell got added to this card for so many reasons, because that twister submission of Matt Sales lives rent-free in my mind. You could see him set it up.
Ouch.
And there was just no way out. And the problem with the submission is once it's in, it's in. But then, this call out right here.
Y'all know I love Arkansas. And Reebok, y'all gonna have to kill me or maybe some camo shorts, because I ain't shutting up till then.
These guys,
Love it.
That is a great
Give
one.
the man some camera shorts.
What is he going to say tomorrow?
Okay, guys, this. When Kobe came out the Kurt Angle, and then it was just, you suck. That was perfect, bro. As a professional wrestling fan, when Kobe walked out holding the American flag, as Fitzy plays it, dude, it was crazy. Because I had watched Kurt Angle, who's an Olympic gold medalist wrestler, go into the WWE and be a tremendous star for them to this song. And Kobe used it perfectly and got the reception that he needed from the fans.
All right, I might be a little biased, being that Wonder Boy is my brother-in-law, but this time, this fight was insane. It sticks in my mind. It'll never leave. Johnny Hendricks was a two-time national champion wrestler from Oklahoma State, DC's alma mater, and Wonder Boy just stopped all the takedowns, kept it standing, and finished him with a spinning back kick to the head. And then, look, he's faking. He's doing the Karate Kid, does a little knee. That was amazing.
That was such a big.
At one point, Wonder Boy was known as a guy who stops everybody's takedowns.
Well, that was amazing, but not as amazing as his UFC debut. Look at that head kick knockout against Dan Stitchin at UFC 143, 2012 in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
And the cool part about this one was that he helped GSP get ready for some of his fights, so GSP was in his corner for his debut. I know you don't know that, DC, so it's a little factual nugget.
Are you sure about that?
I remember that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Did Candido tell you that?
No, that's crazy. Go ahead, RJ.
Yeah.
Can I go now?
Yeah.
How about this? UFC 249, the two of the most exciting fighters in MMA is this uppercut. Tony Ferguson lands his uppercut on Justin Gaethje, UFC 249. If Gaethje doesn't get up from this, what does Tony Ferguson's future look like, right? Like, this is what started the skid of Tony Ferguson. 12-fight win streak, could never get that Khabib fight for one reason or another, sometimes his fault, sometimes others. This uppercut lands. If it finishes Justin Gaethje, Justin Gaethje's chin isn't just otherworldly. What is Tony Ferguson's career right now?
Can I add something? I mean, oh, God, I hate when Dan Hellie does this. He picks a guy named Dan Skinjins. Do you know any more about Dan Skinjin's career?
But you're not even saying
Did you write it down?
He picks a guy named Dan Skidgen.
It's Skidgen.
Okay, so you pick this dude getting kicked in the head by what about Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman? Nobody picked it. Nobody picked
because
Leon
I thought
Edwards.
somebody else was going to pick that. It was so obvious.
But you picked Dan Skidgens.
It's Stitching.
So you're too smart now. Everybody got so cute that we forgot Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman. Dude, what is wrong with y'all?
Well, that leads us into the top 5 head kicks in UFC history, right?
There's got to be one. I mean, you guys never picked a rent-free moment.
There's no way, no offense, there's no way that lives rent-free.
Dan Skidgens.
What are you talking about?
I mean,
If you go against him, then he's got nobody. That's messed up. He's only got me.
That's about as bad as Laura speaking Kazakh. When you tried hard.
They brought in some random jiu-jitsu dude with 8 fights to lose.
Let's talk top 5 head kicks in UFC history. That's what I was saving that for, okay? And by the way, Wonder Boy should probably be on there.
All right, so I got I definitely don't even know who Dan Skidgens is.
Yo, that's so disrespectful to Mr. Stitchens.
So here's what I picked. Remember when Cowboy Cerrone kicked Melvin Guillard in the head and then punched him? So was it the right hand or was it the head kick? I don't know exactly, but it felt like a head kick to me. Hey, dude, when Josh Thompson tried to spin in back fist Eves Edwards and then Eves kicks him in the head, hey, they play that song before every UFC main card, The Who, and it's still up there, and it's grainy, and it's like you can barely see what's happening. But that'll always live on there.
The best part is half the people think it's Dean Thomas.
They think it's Dean, but it's not Dean. I saw
Khabib,
Dean.
right?
I actually saw Dean telling people, yeah, it was me. So don't think he's not playing it today. All right, dude, when Rashad Evans landed that head kick, it was the other side, though. It was the left side. That's why I like that one. Hey, then I think Gonzaga, he kicked Crow Cop in the head. Yeah. You remember that?
Yes.
When Crow Cop was like the guy, left kick this, right kick this.
Cemetery.
Kicked him right over the top of it and he just fell. And my number one. One of the best. I mean, this was one of the most pure head kicks of all time. He won the welterweight championship. He was getting dominated. You gotta fight Rock. I don't want to see any of you using my stuff. Don't copy me. Do not copy me, guys.
Everyone's going to pick that one.
So you guys just admit you guys are copying me.
No, I'm not copying.
Don't plagiarize me.
We might have
Don't plagiarize me.
Had that you were writing his obituary with Rogan and Dean Thomas.
Yes.
You were writing his obituary.
I wrote his obituary.
Oh, really?
I was like, it's over.
No. It's over.
It was over.
It's done.
It's
done.
done.
Quit.
Yes, and before I can get out, John goes.
Did you
John
apologize?
goes, but that is not the cloth by which he is made. Boom! Head kick. Guys, do not use my stuff. Don't plagiarize.
By the way, it's the greatest call in UFC history.
Yeah.
It's not the cloth from which he is cut.
which
So
he
you
is
botched the
made, yeah.
call too. But yeah.
Well, I didn't botch my list. Don't use my stuff.
You watched that call so
Psycho.
bad, Helly hasn't been
All
invited.
right, guys. At number 5, Impa Kasanganay being kicked into the nether region by Joaquin Buckley. That kick was nasty.
Oh, I
You could
meant
hear
to
it
put that
back.
on there.
I know.
I forgot. That's probably the
Anderson
craziest
Silva,
knockout of all time.
Vitor Belfort. I mean, that one's just like a classic UFC moment. Thank you to Steven Seagal for that. Remember when he took credit for it?
100%.
Barboza versus Terry Edom. I mean, that's part of the iconography of the UFC. It's just like lives as part of the brand.
Iconography.
Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman at number 2 for all of the reasons that DC just opined about. Number 1, Holly versus Ronda. You got to remember,
I forgot about this.
Ronda Rousey opened a minus 1250 favorite, okay? Melbourne, Australia, packed stadium, UFC 193. No one thought this would happen. The odds in this fight, frankly, should never exist in MMA. And Holly Holm went out there and shocked the world. That, to me, I mean, that was crazy.
It was crazy.
All right, I'm going to give you guys the legit list. You guys did all right. There's a couple I forgot. The Kasanganay one was really good.
Yeah.
All right, let's start on my list. Here we go. First up, we got Machida versus Couture. That was one of those Silva versus Belfort kicks right up the middle that Steven Seagal taught everybody.
Yeah, that was sick.
Then we got Silva on Vitor. Kind of same kick from Steven Seagal. Edwards on Usman. I mean, I didn't really put this in number order, but that's up there with the number 1. Barboza versus Edom. How does nobody have that?
I had that. I literally just said it.
Oh, I didn't hear that. That was definitely a good one.
Chris is crazy, man.
Yeah. Oh, and so does RJ. And then number 1, Evans versus what's his name? Salmon. Because this is the first one I've ever seen where someone, it looked like he died in there, man. That was hard to even watch. Look at that.
Head bouncing.
I mean, he went out and then got followed up with multiple.
And Rashad has no restraint. And Rashad never threw a head kick after.
No, he had to finish hard. That was insane.
Wow. That was a good list, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
RJ's list is going to be good, too.
My list is trash. I forgot a lot.
Did you?
I went old school.
That's unlike you.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
I was trying to show off how long I've been watching. Number 5, Rashad Evans, Sean Salmon. Knockouts aren't just the KO-er, the KOE, and Sean Salmon gets knocked out awesome, so it looks great. Eve Edwards, Josh Thompson, jumping from, rear standing, beautiful. Lyoto Machida, Randy Couture, like you mentioned. Crane kick and retired Randy Couture. And that was at, 129 when it was in Toronto in front of tens of thousands. Gabriel Gonzaga, Mirko Krokop, because he Krokoped Krokop.
Yeah.
And that was like a setup fight. They were like, oh, Krokop's going to run through him for the title. Number 1, the greatest holy shit moment in MMA history, Edson Barboza.
It's the way he locked up like a robot.
Like I said, half the knockout is who's doing it and how you respond, and it was just peak.
It's like a
malfunction.
Landed perfect, set up perfect, everything perfect, walk off, just beautiful.
That's crazy. That was unbelievable.
All right, RJ, it's time to take a hike. We got to bring Mackenzie back in here because we're all starving, and she always does the great food segments.
Yes.
And,
Let's go, Mackenzie.
We're starving. We're talking
Can't
burgers,
From
Mackenzie?
motorcycles to food. Let's
I can't
go.
let you go hungry. I'm gonna go to where RJ.
Yeah,
so nice.
have a seat.
Sit. That's okay. So a very local Las Vegas thing to do is to head straight to a casino as soon as it opens. So obviously we had to go to Durango Casino and Resort earlier this week. They've got an incredible hall of foods. It's called Eat Your Heart Out, and that is quite literally what I did earlier this week.
Yum.
Well, we're here at Durango Casino and Resort. Something I've had my eye on all fight week is this Eat Your Heart Out Hall of Foods. Guys, Let's take a taste test. All right, well, first stop, we have Herb's Burgers. I'm joined by the owner, Lawrence Longo, and we're gonna learn how to make a roadside burger, which, if I'm not mistaken, put Herb's on the map.
First thing we do is we put it down.
Good to flip?
Yep, this one we can flip. Then we're gonna put the cheese on there. First, what we're gonna do is butter the buns with our herb sauce. We're gonna go lettuce on the bottom bun. And then we got a tomato. And what we're gonna do is get our burger. Okay, we're gonna place it on here. And then we're gonna get our onions and our pickles. Put the bun on top.
Okay.
And then you wanna show the camera what you made.
I needed some help, guys, but it's looking incredible.
Oof, I like this.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, well, Lawrence, now we're on the East Coast. So we've got Sicilian-style pizza.
So here we have a Sicilian-style pizza. It's what we're known for.
Mhm.
It's called the Spicy Spring.
Okay.
What you want to do is pinch the dough to the edges. Then we're gonna want to go and grab our slices of cheese. And then it's called the Spicy Spring because we have a spicy marinara sauce. I'll do the first one. We go down the side there.
Okay.
Okay, and then you can do the second one. And then our favorite part is the pepperoni. All right, what we're gonna do here is just put a little bit of Parmesan on there.
Okay.
All right, and then you're gonna take that and throw it in this oven.
Uh-huh. It's making me homesick. All right, well, now we're here with Gene, an OG of Hawaii street food. We're here at Aipono Cafe, which just opened in Durango. Now, Gene, you got a lot of special dishes, but what's the one we're making today?
Today we're gonna be making the Korean zombie, which we named after Chang Sung-jun of the UFC.
So we've got short rib on the grill.
Korean short rib, 3 bone-in. Comes with also our Korean skin-on crispy chicken.
Okay.
And then a Korean dish that they normally use for New Year's Eve, which is beef in egg batter. And then we'll hit it with some seaweed.
Okay.
Right there, so there's gonna be a lot of textures, a lot of flavors in this dish. Maybe just 3 bones, top of the rice.
Beautiful.
Then we got the Korean chicken in the center. Then we're just gonna cut in the pieces here and lay that right there. Sesame seeds, we come under here, grab a little green onion, and then there you have it.
This is amazing. The Korean zombie sauce.
Uh-huh.
Unreal. Well, I'm here with Amanda Zayon, one of the owners of Nielsen's Frozen Custard. So we're starting with our base, like you just said.
Yeah.
You're the pro here, and I'm sure you're an incredible coach, but I'm scooping.
You are.
That look good?
That looks amazing. This is our most popular item.
The concrete.
It's a concrete. It's a thick shake you eat with a spoon. So you can make any flavor you'd like.
Well, as if this day hasn't been indulgent enough, I'm going to make my own concrete now. Amanda, I'm thinking cheesecake, caramel, and waffle cones.
Sounds fabulous.
So let's just get to it. So now we're mixing everything
We're mixing
together.
everything together. See, you definitely have a future in custard.
This new concoction created
Cheers.
by... Oh! This is amazing. You can't beat fresh custard here at Nielsen's. And guys, we barely scratched the surface of what Durango has to offer. I would show you every place here, but I can't even think about eating any more food. So back to you guys. Well, these guys didn't even wait for the package to be done. They dug right in. I'm here with Lawrence Longo of Herb's Burgers and also Prince Street Pizza.
I know that you ate a burger every single day for a year, which dedication to the craft. What did you learn during that period of exploration?
That I was an absolute savage and that I could take down anything. I learned a lot about burgers. That there's a lot of different burgers, but they're all good as long as you put some love into it.
Now, the origin of Irv's Burgers and why we brought it to Vegas. Why did it make sense?
Irv's was the first ever roadside burger stand on Route 66, built in 1946, and it's one of the best burger stands around. I took it over in 2020, and my goal was to build the best family-friendly burger stand in the world. And bringing it, the Fertitta brothers and Tal Cooperman searched high and low to find the best burger in America, and that's what they brought to the Durango. So we got now the best burger, best pizza at the Durango Casino.
Well, I feel kind of bad because we totally cut the line at Durango, and from what I've seen, it's been weeks of lines out the door, people waiting for Irv's. How has it been inside Durango?
Amazing. It's such a beautiful casino. There's so many amazing things to do there. The food hall is like none other. And yeah, it's just a wonderful, wonderful place.
Well, we love it. We're so happy to have you. And guys, you're on your second burger. How?
It's amazing.
How is it?
So you have the street, and then what's the other one called?
So the secret menu burger is from the movie The Menu. They created the ultimate, like the best burger you could consume. It's very simple with grilled onions, a double patty, 2 pieces of American cheese, and a sesame seed bun right there. And at the end of the movie, I don't want to ruin the movie, but it's the most like delectable burger, and they asked us to make it, so we did a collaboration. It was on the menu, and then after the deal was done, it's now a secret menu off the menu. So it's a secret menu at Irv's Burgers now.
Not very secret anymore.
It's not.
Well, it's like animal style in and out, Everybody knows about it, but you still feel like part of the club.
Exactly.
Wait, it's not on the menu?
I live on a ranch.
Are you kidding me?
I live on a ranch. We have our own beef. I'm as big of a burger snob as you will ever find. This is the best burger I've ever had. Best burger I've ever had.
She knows what she's talking about.
Yeah.
That's a girl who knows what she's talking about.
The girl who's going to eat this whole thing, too.
She keeps the belt.
She's very rich.
She keeps the belt.
Very rich.
She took a private jet here, and she has to just say it one more time. This is the best burger ever.
Well, she can get down and dirty with a burger, so I respect it. Guys, Durango Casino and Resort, Make sure you guys check it out. Irv's Burgers. We've got Prince Street Pizza. There are so many incredible foods there. Make sure you check it out.
Any relation to Ray Longo?
No.
Okay.
This guy right here.
Ask. There
Who
he
is
is
he?
right
Right here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I can see you guys might be family.
I see the resemblance.
How you doing? How you doing? There we go. How you like them burgers?
There we go.
I love it.
All right, Irv's Burgers.
good. Thank
you
you.
so much. This is outstanding. While we eat some more, we're going to have a little fun with the holidays.
Thanks,
Check this
guys.
out.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mackenzie.
Thank you.
Amen.
Yep.
So good. Congrats.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Fighter of the Year.
Oh.
DC, you ready?
Yeah, my mouth's full.
We're doing some awards.
Alex Pereira lost his middleweight belt, beat #1 contender, beat the champion, became the champion. 2 belts in 1 year. Alex Pereira.
That's a good pick.
You ready?
My turn?
Yeah.
Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland, 3 fights in 2023, all wins. And then, the first 2 weren't the biggest names, but to finish it off against Adesanya for the belt and the way that he did it, that's the fighter of the year.
Yeah, that's mine too. It was Nasruddin Imavov and Abu Magomedov before
Abus.
Izzy.
Like I said.
I got you. A boost.
Thank you. And when it's some call him Abu as opposed to Abus, just for short,
close
right? It's his,
friend.
it's his
Yabba dabba
nickname.
doo-dah.
But he was a plus 450 dog to Izzy. Nobody thought he was going to win that fight, and he does it, and he's now the champ. And I mean, sky's the limit for Sean Strickland now. You got your mouth full?
I forgot ours is not here.
There's just so many ways you can go with that.
And I'm not going anywhere.
It's 100% Sean Strickland. You can't pick
That's
anybody
when
but
I
Sean
just know to
Strickland.
stay quiet.
She's saying Sean Strickland.
Sean
guys.
Strickland.
I said Sean Strickland.
Yeah.
Sean.
All right.
Oh.
Best finish of the year.
Adesanya knocking out Pereira. Everything that was on the line with them personally, the fact of the way the previous fight went, to me, that's a knockout of the
Where
year.
the hell's Mike?
Chris.
Oh, Islam Makhachev knocking out Volkanovski, the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the UFC at the time. And the way that he did it, he threw 8 leg kicks, or 8 kicks with his left leg before he eventually came up to the head and landed that 9th kick that put him to sleep. That was legit.
How about Sean O'Malley against Aljo to win the belt? Because he was, Aljo was a big favorite in that one.
Not
and
really.
By the way, O'Malley was not even anywhere close to 100% and did not sound nearly as confident as he normally does.
Alexa Grasso submitting Valentina Shevchenko.
As knocked. Oh, it was best finish.
Best finish. Choke, white face, over.
Was good.
That was
all
surprising.
Right, best fight of the year, Fiziev and Gaethje, an absolute war. I think as long as he has been in the UFC, you can pick a Justin Gaethje fight and it can be fight of the year. I mean, it's just an animal.
I had.
DC, sorry.
You looked
Moreno
at me.
versus Pantoja. Moreno versus Pantoja. 5 rounds, all action. If Pantoja was leading and being aggressive, he was winning. If he was staying at range, he was getting beat. It was perfect.
My turn? Okay. I don't think there's a question. There's one fight that this year that was talked about for at least a month straight, and that was Volkanovski versus Makhachev, the first fight.
Well, just because they
for
thought
about
he got
a month.
screwed.
For
They
about
thought
a
he got
month.
screwed.
Okay, but was it not exciting
was a good fight.
to see Volkanovski come back like that against a guy who everybody thought was going to run right through him?
That's a good answer.
That was fun.
Pantoja Moreno for me.
Yeah.
Same
It was
thing.
a great fight.
It was a great fight. I feel like that one had a little bit of everything. It was a championship fight. It was violent. It had big swings and momentum. At one point, they were just slanging and banging at each other. So I like that one a lot. Yeah.
All right, let's talk holiday wish list, right? Since it is the holidays, some fights that we want to see next year. RJ's coming in to join that one.
Hey guys.
RJ, what do you have for this
Wolfing
one,
up
buddy?
pizza. Holiday wish list. Number 3, John Jones. Please fight Tom Aspinall. That would be great.
So what happens to Stipe?
Maybe it's already. Maybe
Well, they
it's
can
already
fight,
happened.
and then the
It's already
Aspinall
happened.
fight needs to happen.
Okay, so we're going to let
Maybe in
them fight
New York.
first in the summer,
Yes.
and then Stipe's going to wait all the way till this.
Well,
till
Dana's
November?
No,
Stipe John first, and then
John.
Aspinall.
Oh,
Aspinall may
okay.
defend
But
the
he is
interim
saying John
title.
wins.
Yeah, you're basically saying John wins, right?
Is that so outlandish?
No, I'm just asking.
I just want to see John Jones, Tom Aspinall.
Okay.
Okay? Stop messing with the details. Sean O'Malley, Merab Dvalishvili. I think Merab is the best bantamweight in the world, and so I want him to fight for the title. And then number 1, I want Islam Makhachev to fight 3 lightweights. He's fought a featherweight twice. He has yet to defend his belt against a real lightweight, and he's awesome. And there's a whole bunch of lightweights ready to go. You got Charles Oliveira, Justin Gaethje, and then by then there'll be another number 1 contender. Like, get in there, Islam.
Yeah.
Get some fights going.
Okay, for me, I want to see Sean O'Malley get paid. Him and Devin Haney have been going back and forth. Devin Haney just beat Regis Prograis up last week in San Francisco. So I'd like to see those guys box. I want to see Aspinall versus Jones or Stipe, whoever wins the fight. And I want to see Islam go up to 170, try to become double champion against the winner of whoever fights this weekend. I think that'd be perfect. Those are my 3.
All right, mine, John Jones versus Tom Aspinall, same thing as you, RJ. I want to see Bo Nickel fight Hamzat Chimaev.
Ooh.
Too soon.
I think that'd be really
Too soon.
not by the end of the year, maybe not.
You know who I'd like to see Bo Nickel fight?
Huh.
That guy.
Anybody would, no.
That guy. That would be fun.
And then I would like to see Dricus versus Izzy, just because it's got all the backstory. And if Dricus wins against Sean, which is a big, big if, do you think that'd be maybe enough to lure Izzy out of this I'm taking some time off? I don't know.
You want the culture war.
I don't know. Don't say that. No.
Yeah, you do.
You want the
I get it.
All right, Jones and Aspinall is that's my number 1. Alex Pereira and Jamal Hill. I would love to see that. And then Conor and Michael Chandler. I'm surprised nobody's had that on their list yet. Like, we've been waiting forever, right? And I feel a little bit bad for Chandler because he's waiting around. But by the way, that's a banger of a fight. Any fight that Chandler is in, and I would love to see them go toe-to-toe.
All right, listen. Jones versus Stipe. We got the greatest heavyweight of all time versus the greatest light heavyweight of all time. Maybe one of the greatest fighters of all time, depending on your thoughts on that. And then we got O'Malley versus Merab. Man, the machine deserves this fight already. Unfortunately, he's going to have to get one more fight in, which is going to be awesome to see, him versus Cejudo. But I'd love to see O'Malley versus Merab. And then, of course, the one that everyone's been waiting for, McGregor versus Chandler.
All right.
Oh,
hey,
Fitzy,
guys. I'm
what's
off
up,
the
buddy?
piano. I've been watching this show for 3 years, and you guys always make these lists, right? I want to make a damn list. Can I make a list?
Yes. Bring your list.
I was thinking before, since I was kind of coming up with my UFC Christmas tunes, top 5 musical-related UFC things. So at number 5, I have a Liverpool crowd singing "Sweet Caroline" on the walk of Darren Till. He was at the height of his powers.
Yeah.
Sorry, Wonder Boy. Controversial decision.
It
Tyron
was
Woodley's
controversial.
hit single "Falling In and Out of Love." Do we remember that song?
Yeah, I do.
Can you recite a few lines?
I do.
He could sing. Let me tell you,
I'm
though.
not.
All right, Sinead O'Connor, the late great Sinead
That was
O'Connor,
crazy.
singing
That was
live at Conor McGregor.
insane.
Number 2 is the Korean Zombie's retirement just a
That
couple
was
of months ago in Singapore.
That was
whole
sick.
crowd was singing. That was phenomenal. And then the fans singing to Holly Holm and Megan O'Leary on stage.
Yeah.
And,
That was awesome.
Oh,
Q&A
yeah.
in Las Vegas. That was a long time ago now.
That was
got
good,
his
man.
list, dude.
I got a list. Thank you
Let's
very much.
go.
My holiday wishes have come.
It's a great list.
I had 3 marshmallows and I got a musical list.
There we go.
2.5 hours of playing piano. You got
Hey,
yourself a
hey,
list.
Hey,
burger
you know.
have a
somewhere.
burger, buddy.
I will have one.
Oh, I know, but he's not going to eat.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, okay.
I take liberties. I went to Kansas City this year. I ate
There
a
we
barbecue
go.
sandwich.
There you go.
All right, fair enough.
Watch some Howlerhead.
That was a great list. And
You
you
guys
know
are
what's going to
talking
be
these
great?
burgers up.
The documentary
good.
that's coming out on ESPN this
Yes.
weekend, Chris Weidman's recovery from that broken leg. This is an amazing piece, very similar to the Alex Smith story. Highly encourage you checking this out. Here's a sneak peek.
Catastrophic injury, hands down.
My leg split in half.
E60 presents Chris Weidman, The Return, December 17th on ESPN. Same day streaming on ESPN+.
And oh, by the way, this is not like a 12-minute segment on E60. This is the entire show. It's taken up the whole hour.
What do you expect?
They followed you around forever. Have you watched the cut piece yet?
I have not
Really?
seen it, man. I'm nervous. I'm going to be in Jamaica for it, and I hope I could get it on ESPN Plus in Jamaica. I got to figure that out.
I think you probably should.
But somehow I got to be able to see it. Yeah, 8:30 on Sunday night. It's going to come out. What's that?
VPN.
VPN?
VPN? Know what that is?
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
we'll
ESPN
figure
will
it
hook
out.
you up.
Yeah, I gotta. I'm very nervous to watch it. They've been following me for I guess almost a year and a half now, and you know there was a lot of things, a lot of obstacles that I had to go through. Obviously, I had 4 surgeries, infections, a lot of things kind of sliding backwards, and they caught it all. And so you get to see a real inside look on what it was like for me to recover from this.
Are
And
you-
it was nasty.
Are you nervous because it was so emotional and you don't know exactly how they weaved it all together?
100%, exactly. Yeah, I just don't know what it's gonna look like.
That's hard to let cameras into your home and your life when you're at your lowest. That's tough.
It is tough. It is tough. I don't like cameras around me to begin with, especially like if I'm in my local area and
Yeah.
I just kind of want to be a normal dude. And all of a sudden you bring cameras around. Now you bring attention to yourself and everyone's like, oh, what's going on, Chris? And it just gets weird. So to be for that to be going on for a year and a half was a lot, but I knew it was going to be something that could inspire other people. And so I toughened up and I was like, all right, I'll give them all access. Here you go. Yeah.
You know, it was great to see Chris back because it's hard, right? Especially as you age. To have that desire and that will to get back in the octagon was impressive, man. And, you know, we were all like rooting for you. I know we're not supposed to root for anyone when we're out there, but we're all rooting for you because of the relationships. But I'm excited to watch it because I know, right, how difficult it was for you to get through that. So I'm excited for
Thank
you,
you,
man.
man.
I'm
You
excited
probably just
for
want to see the part where they interviewed you.
Oh, am I on there?
I think you might be.
I'm trying to
I think you
stay
might be
serious
on
here,
there.
man.
Yeah. Okay.
Serious
I
injury.
can't do serious like that.
It was
I don't
a
want you
serious
crying on my
injury, and it was-
shoulder. I love you, brother.
It was serious, and it was good to watch you overcome all that. So,
Well, that's coming up on Saturday on ESPN.
No, that's on Sunday.
On Sunday,
Sunday,
on
8:30.
ESPN and ESPN Plus. So we have UFC 296 on Saturday, and then we have Weidman's documentary on ESPN and ESPN Plus on Sunday. So looking forward to that. Also looking forward to you guys playing a little 2023 trivia. You ready?
Oh, we're not done?
No, we're not done.
We're still going.
We're not done. Okay.
we're done.
We're going around the horn here, starting with Senko.
Oh my gosh.
Who? This is all about this year, okay?
Okay.
Who headlined the first UFC pay-per-view of the year? First UFC pay-per-view of 2023. Headliners.
Of
Was it
2023?
Glover?
Yeah, this year.
Teixeira
Wait, it's
and-
like this. It's this.
Oh, are we doing a board?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're doing a board.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whiteboards.
Hey, wait, we gotta just
Where
go.
was I?
We're the Wet
4.
Bandits.
Like what?
All
3.
right, 5,
We're the
I
Wet
don't know.
Bandits.
3, 2, 1. Turn them.
I'm gonna be terrible at this.
Jamal and Glover. That is correct.
Got it.
Where was the first U.S. pay-per-view of 2023?
What was that?
First U.S. pay-per-view of 2023.
We're the Wet Bandits.
Got it.
It's pretty good. This is,
I live
this
the
is a
fight
fun
game,
one.
bro.
Nope.
Oh, no, I know it's in Phoenix.
Nope. It was
in Phoenix.
Miami.
It was in...
All right, they all missed it.
It was in Phoenix, yeah.
No, it was in Miami.
All right, as long as you don't get it.
No, Jones fought in Vegas.
It was in Miami.
It was in Miami.
Miami was in April.
You can't yell it to death, bro.
Miami was not in April.
Yeah, I'm right, bro. Jones
Oh, is
fought
he
in
really
Vegas.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this guy fact checked him.
talking about?
That's
Wow.
impressive, bro.
Yeah, I'm up 2-0.
Wow.
All right, good. We're throwing that one out, and we're
DC broke
we're
the game.
firing the.
Wow, I've never seen that before.
All right, Usman Edwards 2 back in March. A unanimous decision, a split decision, or a majority decision?
Usman Edwards 2?
Yeah, unanimous, split, or majority decision.
Doubting myself.
All right, so it was a majority decision because one
That was a
judge
draw.
has it as a draw.
Yes,
Remember, he lost a point
Yes,
for grabbing
he
the
did,
cage.
He did.
I can educate you a little bit later if
Okay,
you
yeah,
want.
so
DC.
I got that right. Wait, how do I have 0? I had the first two.
Sean O'Malley defeated Aljo in what round? What round did Sean O'Malley defeat Aljo in? Turn him. 2, second round.
Blank.
Can you see it now?
What was the upset, the biggest upset of 2023? From an odds perspective, obviously.
Wait, what?
From an odds perspective,
That
what was
could
the
be
big-
like a prelim fight.
No, we're talking major
Okay.
fight, championship.
All right, I know it.
Alexa.
Alexa.
Alexa?
Yep. Grasso.
Grasso. Grasso.
It says Alexa.
Yeah.
It says Alexa.
It says him.
Okay. When Grasso won her belt, how many active Mexican champions did we have? When Alexa won her belt, how many active Mexican champions?
Wow. So she wins.
He has it.
She was the yes.
Oh,
Yes.
she made
What
made
number?
what number?
Once she won, how many were there at that point in time?
Ready?
In March, yeah. Turn them over. 3, correct. Grasso, Yair, and Brandon Moreno. Who did Sean Strickland beat to earn a title shot against Izzy?
that's fucking, I can't remember the guy's name. He's a Russian guy.
Shush.
Yep, that's why you have it.
Cheater.
That's fucking stupid.
You better
That
have
guy
it
fought
right.
2
See?
times.
Yo,
There's the
that's
fourth
disrespectful to.
That guy's fought like
That's
2 times in the
disrespectful to the
UFC.
country of Russia. Magomedov.
Magomedov. All right, he doesn't
He
even
doesn't.
play.
He put Russian guy.
What city did Amanda Nunes' retirement take place? What city?
Oh yeah. That's not right.
It was UFC 289. Little hint.
I don't know.
Vancouver is the correct answer. That was a fun one. The
Where'd you
tough
put?
31 winners from this season. Who were the top 31 winners from this season? Of course, that was the McGregor-Chandler season that we just wrapped up. Who were the winners?
Oh my God, I know. That's,
They fought in the Boston prelims.
I know.
Stop
it was
talking.
A teacher. It was a teacher.
Yep. I got it. You guys got to pay
Oh,
attention.
I'm so embarrassed. I'm friends with his wife.
Oh, no.
Well, that makes it worse.
Oh, yes, it does. Turn him over.
I'm so sorry.
Katona Hollabaugh.
I got one.
I'm sorry, Brad.
I got Kurt Hollabaugh.
Elliot and Schaub.
Hollabaugh.
Yeah.
Kurt
Brad.
Hollabaugh. Because Chandler kept going, Hollabaugh. I love you, Hollabaugh.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
All right, this is your own trivia question. When was your first event working this year? Okay, so this is unique to you. DC, Sanko, Weidman. Your first event working with you. And Weidman, if this was, I think this was your debut with us this year.
No, it wasn't. It was last year.
This was my first event.
I'm not sure.
Are we like the name of the
Yeah.
event or the date?
Well,
No, that's
get
the
as in
event's
depth
fine.
as you want. This is mine.
I'm wrong?
Apparently.
DC's right.
DC's
again.
right.
All right.
Yeah.
UFC
What was the
287.
date on that?
We were in Sao Paulo, Laura.
What's
You were
yours,
there.
Weidman?
I'm right, baby.
All right.
Dude.
All right, 3 fighters from 2023 entered the top 10 for most strikes landed in a single fight. 3 fighters entered the top 10 for most strikes landed in a single fight this year. Okay, name one.
Oh, for the single fight
Who the hell
landed this
was that?
year?
Yep.
Single fight landed this year. Oh my God, that's a
For
tough one.
most strikes landed in a single fight.
Um,
All you gotta do is name one of the guys or one of the fighters.
Oh, wait. I know.
Take it in.
Turn it over.
All right.
I can't see.
Holloway and
Wiley's
Strickland.
wrong. Holloway Strickland wrong.
Wait, Lee landed the most punches ever. Oh, wait, Lee. Okay.
Yeah. Cannonier against Vittori. Jamal Hill against Glover. And
oh, yeah.
You can tell
Andrade.
Zach, you can tell Zach made this.
Murphy.
because
Wow.
It's the worst.
Well, I'm winning. I've got 8 of them.
Do we need a tiebreaker? No, we don't.
No, it's over, bro.
DC.
Laura's in last place.
My short-term memory.
Laura, walk
is
over
perfect.
here. Walk over here with my belt.
Oh, they knew they could.
Walk over here with my belt. Walk over, bring my belt, Laura Weidman. Spin the wheel on your way out for the new year, man.
Oh,
I'm spinning
Oh,
it?
yeah, you're
I
spinning.
thought Laura was spinning.
Well, she's busy right now bringing my title over to me.
Weidman, give it a good spin.
Bring that over.
Carolina spin.
I don't think this thing ever stops.
Bring that over here, Laura.
All right.
Crown me.
It's nice and easy.
Crown me.
Is that good?
Yeah,
Okay.
solid.
Even those fans.
Just
Give me my
enough
belt
juice.
Home Alone face. You know what that is, right?
There we go.
Look at your camera.
Ready? Oh, wait.
Kevin!
Find your camera.
7 out of 10.
That's pretty good, Chris.
That was great. That was great.
Thank you.
It's been a fun year. It's been fun
has.
having you
It
on
has.
along for the
It
ride.
has.
You're welcome, buddy.
Appreciate that.
Let's
Thank
take
you, guys.
let's take a look at some of the great moments and highlights that we've had on the official UFC weigh-in show in 2023. If Weidman and DC pop out of this blue glance, I'm done. It's over.
I feel like there's a strong chance, Dan.
This can't be real. This just,
Oh my God.
no way.
Let's relax.
No
Let's
way.
go. The party has arrived. The party has arrived.
I can't do any like spinning. I can't do any spinning. I don't know any capoeira. Someone else will look stupid. That's actually way better. That is way better than me.
Wait, watch it. Watch it.
Oh, you gotta tap. You gotta tap, Margie.
You tap that to be a tough guy.
I think his shoulder might have
You
been
okay?
I think his shoulder dislocated, man.
He's broke. I'm fine.
No, you're all right, man.
I'm okay.
No, he's
I don't
playing it
need
cool.
this arm.
You're playing it cool.
Yeah, look at good right there. Y'all see me? Oh, he cried! No, don't do it! This guy right here, he like the clam chowder way too much.
That's clam chowder right there.
Oh! He looks disgusting.
Yeah! Got him! Yes! He hit him! Got him! It's over, Jimmy.
Yeah, load it up.
No, don't put it on my clothes, man. Seriously.
Down the hatch. Here we go. Helps if you take a deep breath. Ah! If you choke and die, you're out, right? That's a rule. All right, ball's out.
I'm not gonna chase her!
Come on.
Give him some of that mustard.
You want some fish oil? All right, there we go.
Get in there, DC! Move your feet!
Jim Miller would have scored 8 goals.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Winners win, baby!
That's my little morning coffee for me right there. That was nice. Thank you for that.
Well, you didn't do it.
Yeah, no, I put it all together myself. He's thanking me, and you're welcome, Tom.
Go! I want to see completely clean wings. No superfluous meat.
It's a hard kill.
Make sure you get all the meat off.
That's not even fun.
It's not that hot. It's just I can't eat enough.
Senko, are you throwing up?
Can I pull that nose there?
No, leave it, bro.
Did you literally just say that?
Now he's got me digging in my.
Yo, get it, Rose. Believe
Senko,
yourself.
save us here.
I'm gonna try.
What's happening?
Just hold it.
Tell me what to do.
Hold on.
Please just do it.
You're who Yuri was. Oh! Wait, you guys.
Of suspense.
And my pants are falling down.
Guys, behind you. Turn bully.
Not good.
Sweep it.
Loudly.
Oh my God! What is this?
The cameras were rolling, Dom. Skank.
Ow!
19 seconds. No break. No.
Where's Laura?
Oh my God. The most unique, not just MMA show, not just UFC show, it's the most unique show on the
amazing,
planet. It is so fun.
I love it.
We have probably too much fun and we do too much stupid shit, but that's what makes it unique.
The leash on this show is so
It's unbelievable.
What leash?
so long.
I actually
It's so
feel
long.
I'd like to apologize to the American public for cussing early in the show.
Yeah, a lot of
That
them.
that is not who I am. RJ does frustrate me at times. He's a bit of an annoyance in my life, and I apologize for my reaction towards him. I blacked out. I am surprised I did not punch him, but I
You got electrocuted.
bad words, guys.
You got
I was
electrocuted. If you're
Hey, can I be
electrocuted-
honest? I was legit electrocuted, so
Look at
I
that
didn't know
nose.
what I was saying.
Oh, you were lying.
I was electrocuted. I was electrocuted and blacked out. So RJ, in the spirit of the holidays, I am sorry.
But hey, can we be honest with you?
To the kids.
Do you know I'm the one? You know I'm the one who pushed the button.
You did it.
I want to hit some replay on that thing. I was like a little kid on that.
You did it.
I let go of it. I pushed it,
It hurt
and you
so
went.
bad.
I turned the volume thing up all the way to the top, so I was hoping it was more
It
electricity.
shocked bad. I was so mad.
And then RJ just took it. He took the beating for me. I appreciate
Are
it.
you, Chris?
What? You never gave me up. That's a good, loyal guy
He
right
ain't
there.
no snitch.
Too much fun.
Oh man, it's
Too much
packaged.
fun.
All right, so we're doing something.
We're doing. It's called box bowling. This is a new game that's been going around during the holiday season. You've seen a lot of the fighters on this card do it. It's where you attach something to your head and you're trying to like hit the ball. Here's a look at it right here. It looks, when somebody is skilled, it looks pretty easy, but it's really not
Have you
easy.
done it?
I've never done it.
Never done it.
There's Connor. I think Senko's probably practiced it.
I tried to order one and it was
Tom Brady's doing it.
I've never done it.
How many did he get? 2.
7.
I just got to beat 2.
Just like his Super Bowl
Better than
rings.
Tom Brady. Oh wait, no, he got more.
Wow.
Dang it.
16.
That's probably pretty fun.
All right, Senko goes first.
Senko first.
First?
Wait, I'm the champ, so I should be the one that dictates
Yeah.
the order.
Exactly.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh,
You don't
Weidman
want me
first.
going first.
Weidman
He's scared.
first.
That's how you know he's scared of me.
Yeah, Weidman first.
And apparently we have to be very quiet.
Let me see.
Weidman, you get the fighter to go first.
Do I practice at all?
No.
So you can see it on the board right here.
Where do I am? Right here.
You get
Okay,
2
here we
shots.
go.
You'll hit.
Yeah, I gotta take this off. Oh, the mic is on.
Oh,
God, he's such a mess.
No wonder you hate cameras.
This is why it's the only show I do. They only let me do this one.
All right, on Fitz. Whenever
right,
you are ready,
Fitz.
Chris.
Oh, Fitz is going to play the live music in studio while we go?
Would you like some?
Dang it.
He's controlling
There
you.
we go.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Okay, so Fitz will start it when you're ready.
Fitz, you ready? On your mark.
No. Right here,
Okay.
Chris.
We can't talk, remember?
Start. Ready, go.
3, 2, 1.
That was a miss.
Didn't take it as a miss, bro. Gotta stay focused. During adversity, you must persevere. You must persevere through tough times.
Oh, that one got him in between.
He's
All right.
talking.
He's talking.
All right.
The whole thing's skewed.
All right, that was
Yeah.
one try. That was one
How
try.
is it
Cut
still
it.
going?
No.
Oh my God.
Press stop.
Oh my God.
Stop.
Press stop.
Buddy, you missed it like 11. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we do 11, please?
You can't talk,
You
Chris.
can't talk.
He had 11.
Yeah.
11.
It was
Shut it! Are you serious? You give me 11?
Yeah, that's when you should.
Don't talk.
All right.
Tell me when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Why is it going?
That's it. He missed.
Oh, he got it.
What? Are you
It was
kidding me? I hit it with the
It was
other
a
hand.
glancing shot.
He missed that, man.
He missed.
It's gone.
You guys are haters
Got
because
into
I'm
it.
going
You got
first.
into it.
You're not
Rhythm.
supposed to
Stop!
sit down, but that's
He
third.
got
You little
11 seconds,
peasant.
bro.
No, I didn't get.
There you go.
Guys,
Yeah, you're on deck.
the world knows what happened there.
You're-
They're scared for themselves right now.
Hey,
Okay, don't listen.
Good luck.
And in a Longo shirt, too. Just,
Yeah, Ray would be very disappointed in his prize pupil.
Right.
Look at the
Tell me
blue
when you're ready.
screen, Laura.
All right. I'm
Fire away.
ready as I'm going to be.
3,
I need a shorter
2,
string.
1.
Sorry, that was a little. That's it.
Far away. I'm on
So for me too. It's all right.
She got 6. She got 3.
It doesn't matter.
Can we change the
That's
length?
one.
She got 3.
No excuses. No excuses.
Nobody
Not the
chose
length
this.
of the
I
string, it's
can't-
how you use it.
Laura,
All right, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. I'm going to roll this around your head
We
twice.
cannot make the rules.
I'm going to help her.
accommodate you.
Thank you. Yeah, you can.
I'm doing. I wrapped it around twice. There you go.
God, don't mess up my hair.
The hair's
Laura, we
messed up.
cannot
It's-
concentrate.
You want to win or not?
Yeah,
You're welcome.
You got to sacrifice the
I mean, we're just making concessions.
Yeah, we're making
Shorter.
concessions because she hit it 3 times.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is so hard.
Jeez, Louise. Okay.
Look how short I made that for you. You're welcome.
Oh my God.
Now she's gonna say it's too short.
Handyman, Weidman.
1.
She missed it.
Yeah, she had 1.
That's it.
That's
over.
it. Hit her.
8.
That was
I saw
over.
8.
Missed.
We give her.
Weidman is heavily dominated this
They
game.
said they gave you 3.
I had
You're at 11.
8.
It was Helly.
11-ish.
11-ish.
You guys are something.
Gray area of 11.
How about the second time? What was it at?
10-ish.
Don't mess up my hair. Don't mess up my hair, DC. It is a little long.
It said
Did you have it that long?
Yeah, it was that long.
Like,
He has the longest arms in middleweight.
You want them to be at the end of your punches.
Yeah.
Yo, the key is
this is
keep
like
your
my
head back.
punches
So
here.
yeah, no, you just move into it.
Go ahead, Helly. Look at the screen.
3, 2, 1.
It hit you back.
That's out. It's over. It's over. They said it's over.
Bang.
At least,
You got
Headshot bang. You got it.
Headshot bang.
at least I'm better than Dan.
I don't know yet. Let's watch out.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, hit him.
Knock it out. I got 4.
He missed his second.
Laura
Damn
beat you.
it.
Biggest
All right.
punch, though.
Last game.
Bring it on, baby.
Last
Bring it on,
belt.
DC.
Ellie.
Last belt. Champion of 2023 on the line.
3, 2,
Alligator arms.
1.
Can I pick it up a little bit to be
No.
That's what we're talking
That's what
about,
we did.
dude.
That's what we did.
It's way too long.
Give me that win. Give me that belt.
Helly knocked himself.
Let's go.
DC
I need
tripped
to make-
himself.
I can't.
Oh, now he wants to make it shorter.
I can't.
Oh, if he makes it shorter, then I get to make it shorter. We redo this whole thing.
You have the longest reach in the middleweight division.
Not anymore.
Wait.
Not
At one
anymore.
point you did.
How long?
A long time
how long
ago.
is your reach?
What? 78 and a half.
And to think this guy had a belt in the UFC. Crazy.
He's gonna have a
Look at
belt
that. Yeah, look at that. The double champ
ready?
right there.
Ready?
3,
Nope,
It's
that's a
over.
mess
Wait, you
up.
got 1.
1.
Missed.
That's it. Yeah,
It's
that's
over.
it.
Sorry.
It's over.
Chris won. Chris won. That's it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, DC. Handshake me. Give me a handshake, DC. Come here. You don't care about losing. It's all right. You're all right. Hand me that belt. Put it on my waist.
Our set looks like a frat house.
Put over Longo's face.
Santa here? I know him. I know him.
Sorry, Longo.
There you go, bro.
Where's Mrs. Claus?
And there you go, bro.
I feel like we need a little music, Fitzy.
Let's go.
It's good on
For
your
a rollout, Fitzy, can we get a music?
Yeah.
Angel side.
Well, I hope you had as much fun as we did, Fitzy.
Ah, Fitz, I like that.
On the keyboard for the first time in weigh-in show history, I believe, or is this the second time? First time.
Ever. Look at DC on his phone.
Bringing in the holiday spirit. Chris Weidman will end the champion. Thanks to everybody who helps with this show, everybody who's been on it this year. Dean Thomas, Bilal Muhammad, Paul Felder, Kamaru Usman, John Anik, John Gooden, Megan O'Leary, and Fitzy is here. And the Harley guys, Mackenzie, Zach Candido, RJ Clifford, Cody, in the building for his first year producing
Cody?
shows. Cody's our new producer. He's been for almost a year now.
The new guy.
Okay, I didn't know.
There you are.
There's a new guy?
By the way, this is embarrassing.
To say this guy had championship belts? It's crazy.
You guys did a good job.
I did catch some marshmallows.
You did. You did a hell of a job on that.
I caught the majority of them, actually.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the fights. 2 championship belts on the line. See you on Saturday.